Ladies and gentlemen, European nights are back! It's game day! How's everybody doing? It's good to be back with you, ladies and gentlemen. We are 16, 17 minutes away from kickoff, allegedly, but I'm hearing that Marseille didn't turn up on time. They were an hour late, and that the game might not be... I mean, the game was always going to be played, but there was rumours of it being delayed, but apparently... Let me get rid of that music. Apparently, that's not the case. Apparently, Tottenham and Marseille is kicking off at 8 o'clock, which means that they won't have had a chance to warm up. We're going to dig through that in the next 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Adam. It's Tottenham Marseille on the Spurs Talk Show. And guess what? Oh, it starts right now.
Lovely touch from him though. Harry Kane, Lucas Moura, can you do something, please? Last chance, Matt Doherty! Oh, you shite! There could be from the dead to the back it up now, go win it! Let's go for chance! Stephen Bergwijn through! Win it, Stephen! Come on! Yes! He's won it! Yes, I won it! Oh my God! We did it! Check this out, ladies and gentlemen! Champions League nights are back. Let me bring my man straight in. We haven't got time. There's no time to mess around tonight with two long intros. Adam William Cahill's in the house. What's happening? Adam, how you doing, buddy?
I am buzzing, my friend. Back in the Champions League. Absolutely dying for this. Ecstatic. Looking at the team that we've got facing Marseille today as well. Like, obviously, they released the team about, 45 minutes ago or something, and absolutely delighted with. So we're in for a good game tonight, I think.
Let me get rid of that for a second. Let me come back to this 1 second. Let me get the... I'm going to rush through this, guys, so we can then get to... Actually, you know what? No, let's do everything in the right order, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that come and support us on the channel. So say hello to a few of them right now. We got Bobby K. I think he did this earlier, but he's saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Bobby. If you are here, then hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by a little bit earlier on. We got Richard Pugh in the house. Happening, Rich? How you doing, buddy? How are you? You're usually someone who spends his time, I think, on the Irish Hotspur. But it's nice to see you, my man. It's lovely to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. R Green 216 is in the house saying, evening, Sean, everyone in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. What's happening, Mr. Green? Hope you are doing well, my man, and thank you for your continued membership of the channel. Look at my face. I'm sweating like a pig. I just ran up the stairs. Plus, I'm unhealthy as a person, so, you know. Turn the aircon on, even though it doesn't need it at all. We got my man, Cooper from Alabama. What's crack-a-lacking, my man? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Also, thanks for the membership support of the channel. Lisa's in the house as well. What's happening, Lisa? Good to see you. I am back. We are back. We haven't been anywhere. I think I missed the last couple of watchalongs for I think we didn't do one because I think Adam was away and I didn't fancy doing it on my own against Fulham. So I did it on the Irish Hotspur instead and helped out Jack because Dave was with the hospital with his sister, and there's good news on that front. So that's a reason to be positive and cheerful. I hope you're doing well, Lisa. Joseph's in the house. What's happening, Joe? My man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We got a man over on Facebook, Sufyan Sarutobi. How you doing, buddy? He says, hi, man. Are you going to stream the game? We can't stream it. We're watching it and we're commentating over it, buddy. I'm sure you can find some decent stream links if you don't have one, but I can't tell you about them on this channel because then you get shut down. But if you want to stick by, anyway, we'll hopefully do a better job of commentating than those rascals at BT Sports. Nice to see Adam again too, says Lisa. Cooper's saying first time enjoying the Champions League as a Spurs fan. How long have you been a Spurs fan for? You've only recently discovered them because we were in the Champions League. What was it? In the Jose Mourinho season, Adam?
1920.
Yeah, that must be it, wasn't it? 100%.
The 1920 season, I believe so.
In the house as well. It's the Tottenham boys making all the noise. Sorry, if you want to come on, mate, let me know. Send me a text. I'll send you the link. You can come on and join us. Or if not, you can join us at halftime or full time. As you know, guys, on this channel, we throw out the link. We throw out the link at the end of the show. Everyone wants to come on and get their thoughts off their mind. It might be a late one tonight. I've just realised it's one of the first times we're doing a stream in the evening kickoff, so it could be going for a while. Richard Pugh saying came over. We are Tottenham TV. That's where you found me. Being a regular on Sabbath Talk Spurs too. Nice. Someone else, I was doing a show yesterday. Someone thought I was Sabbath. Someone said, big up Sabbath. I was like, Big Boss Man's here saying, woo, what's happening, Big Boss Man? Good to see you. And Jim Bird's in the house as well saying, evening, guys. Evening, my man. Evening, my man. Matt Doherty saying, what do I have to do to get a start? We're going to talk about the start right now. Adam, what are your thoughts on it, mate? It's basically, it comes across like it is full strength. We've got Lloris in goal, Emerson Royale at right wing back, Perisic back in the team at left wing back, and our back three, probably our strongest back three, in Christian Romero, Eric Dyer, and Clement Longley. Then we got our two beasts in midfield, Benson, and Højbjerg, and then Richie, Sonny, and Kane up front. Apart from Lucas Moura, everybody else in the squad is on the bench, which is possible because Ben Davies was given, under the new rules, he apparently counts as homegrown now. So it allowed for the additional space in the squad that was going to a European or non-European player. I'm guessing that's Pape Sarr or Brian Hill. But everybody else is in the squad. Adam, what are your thoughts, mate? What are your thoughts on the on the
lineup? Yeah. Look, I think it's very difficult to say that that's our strongest team when you think about it, because when you're looking at the bench, you could easily make an argument that Doherty at full, at the height of his powers, is going to be stronger than Royale. You could make the argument that when Basuma beds in, I mean, he was one of, if not the best central midfielder last season playing for Brighton. So when he beds in, will he come in and be stronger than Højbjerg or Bentancur in the squad? And also, never, ever sleep on Deki Kulusevski. That man is an absolute champion and took the team to whole new levels when he joined us last season. So it's very difficult to say that the squad that's going to be out, our starting 11 today, is the strongest squad. But I mean, that's a very, it's an amazing headache to have, as I heard it being put earlier on today, which is, the fact that we have so many great players that we can have in the rotation, not knowing who to start. Do you start Kulusevski or Richarlison? Do you drop Sonny, give him a rest? It's a great headache. Not knowing who is our best right wing back is a little bit more of a difficult headache, because it's not as though they're all absolute blistering champions. We're trying to figure out who is the best of a kind of just above average group right now, right? So, I mean, but Emerson at the moment is doing exactly what he needs to be doing, especially defensively. So I think our team is certainly incredibly strong tonight, and going out against a team like Marseille, who we, on paper, are certainly superior than, we're going out with a squad as strong as that. We have every reason to hope and believe that we will do some amazing things tonight.
100%. Guys, if you missed my pre-match show yesterday, a little bit of insight into Marseille, for those of you who don't know too much about them. It's difficult to know too much about Marseille at the moment, because for the last 3 or 4 years, they were playing under a player called Jorge Sampaoli, who was far more rigid. He was a very high possession manager who would sit back and try to control the pace and the tempo of the game with a very slow, methodical build-up. And they played with the back four. And then he got tired of the lack of investment, apparently, from the ownership and left after taking them back into the Champions League last season. He left, he quit this summer and was replaced by a friend of Antonio Conte from Juventus days, Igor Tudor, a centre-back, who played for Juve back in 2004, sort of 2003 time. And what's surprising is that for an ex-player who's a centre-back who played in very based and very structured, organised systems, you would think that would carry over to his managerial career. But actually, he completely flipped the switch for Marseille. And Marseille, as far as I can figure out, play a very high-press, high-energy team that is more of a 3-4-2-1 system, similar to what I'm showing you on the screen right now. Now, this was my predicted lineup that I built yesterday. I've got a couple of the names wrong that actually are in the starting lineup. Tavares, ex-Arsenal player, is the guy to watch for on the left-hand side. Jonathan Klaus, a player that Tottenham have been linked with quite a few times over the last couple of years, is very good on the right-hand side. Rongier, this guy here, Valentin Rongier, is the guy who's going to win the ball back if they get the ball in the midfield. And Guendouzi, that's not Gendouzi, that should be Guendouzi. Again, ex-Arsenal player, played as a box-to-box, played as an 8-4 for Arsenal, plays more advanced under the Marseille system. He's not playing alongside Cenk Under today. He's actually playing alongside Gerson instead. And Luis Suarez is up front, not the Luis Suarez that we know from Uruguay, not the 35-year-old who likes to lunch and dine out on people. This is a Colombian version of Luis Suarez, nowhere near as, in my opinion, nowhere near as talented. But the players to look out for, guys, as I mentioned, are Tavares, who will be coming down the left-hand side, Guendouzi, who is the creator in the midfield, Rongier, who should be alongside Veretout, the ball-winning midfielder, and Jonathan Klaus down the right-hand side. For me, what I worry about looking at this formation is, and we'll find out what happens in a moment or two, is when the game starts, is whether or not we're going to get overrun in midfield. Now, we were talking about this on We Are Tottenham TV, Adam. You know, Antonio Conte likes to play 3-4-3. We've seen already this season that he can get overrun in midfield. It happened against Wolves in the first half. It certainly happened against Chelsea when people did the press on us. It, to a degree, happened against Nottingham Forest as well, even though we ended up coming away with that one quite comfortably. And I feel like in Europe, they often say the rule is if the games are won or lost, the games are won or lost in midfield. I fear a little bit. I think but Tottenham are better than Marseille man for man, but I do fear a little bit whether or not we might get a little bit compressed, a little bit overrun. If Guendouzi drops back in to help Veretout and Rongier, then Tottenham might struggle. What are your thoughts generally on? Do you know much about the Marseille team? Do you have any concerns if they do the high press? Does that suit Tottenham's style, having Longley in the side, be able to control the ball, Romero next opposite side of him on the right at the back, maybe to get the ball back and then play it long? If we can get away from the press, and you might be able to see pace in behind for Sonny. What are your thoughts generally?
Yeah, I don't know a significant amount of the players apart from the ones you mentioned that have played in the Premier League before, especially the Arsenal players, ex-Arsenal players, I should say. But that, like I from what I've seen, same as yourself, there's nobody that I'm particularly concerned or afraid about. When you talk about the midfield there, I mean, I don't see any reason to believe that we'll get overrun in the midfield as long as two things are true. If the formation that you've got there is the formation they're going to play in with a double pivot in the middle behind the front three, it's the same as what we're doing. So we should match them man for man realistically. And then the other thing is that if it really depends on the what side of the bed Højbjerg and Bentancur got out of this morning, because we know that they dictate the play when they're at their absolute best. These are the players that retrieve the ball, hold up the ball, put in some really smooth passes. With Bentancur, he's got some incredible footwork. Højbjerg, what we've noticed with Højbjerg significantly this season is when he is giving it his all, he 100% dictates the play. The pace at which we play as a unit is completely dictated by how fast he gets the ball and how fast he distributes the ball. So it's, a huge part of the answer to your question is contingent on what kind of Højbjerg we get this evening. And then as far as if we do end up feeling like we're getting a little bit overrun in the midfield, let's say for whatever reason, the Marseille midfielders, the Marseille double pivot have the jump on us. I think that I said this to you before, and it's probably not going to happen, but it's just my opinion. Harry Kane should not be the player that plays furthest forward ever for Spurs. He should always sit behind Sonny. Sonny is the player that you want darting forward. He's the target man. He's the one that you want to send. He's the one, sorry, not the target man, but he's the one that you want to send the balls long to, and you want him running onto. Kane is the target man who you want to give the ball to feet if possible. Yeah. And he's able to distribute. So if we're playing, it's fair enough. If himself, Richarlison and Sonny can stay forward because we're dictating the play, then let them stay forward. But if we're getting overrun, Harry Kane needs to play the deepest, because we know that Harry Kane can come in and play in that number 8 and distribute and hold up the ball very well. So this idea that Harry Kane is an out-and-out number 9 and should stay up front on his own, and just we need to get the ball to him as often as possible. That's just not the case. That's Sonny's role, and we've talked about this before. You've mentioned the possibility of the formation stifling Sonny a little bit if when we have Perisic and Lenglet on the left, especially Davies. I think Davies gets forward more when we have them on the left and they're crowding out the left-hand side because of how far they push up. Then it only makes sense for Sonny to come in and play furthest forward, and for Kane to drop deep a little bit to give Sonny the room. And he is the one that needs to be furthest forward to run onto them long balls. But in terms of what's the best way for us to play against them if they're playing the high line, of course, we thrive in those situations. When they're pushing forward, we will get them on the counter-attack. We will have the opportunity to get in behind them. And not only do we have Son, who that's exactly what his purpose is within the team, but when you're playing Richarlison on the other side at the same time, he's the player with the pace. Kulusevski has incredible technique. He is a serious technical player. He's got an incredible left foot. There's amazing things that guy does, and I absolutely love Kulusevski. I'd probably get his name on my shirt if I was to put another name on it after Sonny. Sonny always gets the tip of the hat from me. But with Richarlison with the pace over Kulusevski, like he's significantly faster. There are two players that are going to be able to counter against Marseille today if they play very high up the pitch. So please God, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see some very, very good counter-attacking football.
100%, guys. We are off and running. Let me get that up. I don't know, Adam, you're on the same stream as me, right? You're synced up. 15 seconds in.
I'm not seeing a timer at the moment.
But it should be popping up now. 21 seconds. The game has just started. Here's Hugo Lloris. Look at the sea of white. Everybody in the Tottenham Stadium is wearing white tonight. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm sorry. Listen, when you're 19 and a half stone, wearing white is not particularly the best for your curves, best for your visible. That's why, like, dark green or dark red is about as colourful as I go until I can get my way under control. Guys, do me a favour, smash the like button for me if you are here. There's 60 of you in the house. I really need to get the engagement metrics up. So if you are just tuning in, do me a favour and hit that like button. And if you are here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button as well and come and speak to us in the comments. Let's talk about it as we go through the game. We're 1 minute and 10 seconds in, and the ball has just gone out for a Marseille throw-in. Have you got the sync with us, Adam?
I'm on 32 seconds, so I must be way behind. Behind. Let me have a look and see. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can find another.
I can press pause. I can press pause and I can stream up with you. I can catch up with you if you want. Do you want me to do that?
Wow. This one's even worse. Let me have another look. Can I get a few options?
Let me know if you want. I can pick one that you think is going to be consistent. I'll press pause on the timer and on the TV, and then we'll catch up in just a second.
Okay, let me just find the best one because I obviously don't want to be miles. Okay,
it's Tavares.
So right now I'm on 1 minute and 5 seconds. 6. Okay. 7.
All right. Let me press pause for a second. Oh. Let me know when you're on 1:55, my man.
Okay.
2 minutes. Let me on 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. I've literally only a few seconds ago seen the ball go out for the throw. So this is
Okay. Just let me
sorry,
know after the
folks.
pause.
If everybody at home is watching a little bit ahead of us, then please respect people who are just listening along to the commentary, because obviously they're not going to want to in the comments. They're not going to want to see what happens ahead of time.
What time are you at, Adam?
1:46, 1:47.
50.
1:53, 1:54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 minutes.
Okay, let's go. Here is. Let me get my scores up. Oh.
That sea of white really is beautiful.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic to look at.
That's what you want to see.
It's
I love it that
looks right. Sorry, mate. Go on, carry on.
The fact that we play in an all-white kit in Europe is just incredible. It really is beautiful. Like, I mean, you know, in the Premier League with the navy shorts, obviously it's iconic, but the all-white in Europe is just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, 100%. Here's Gwen Doozy. I wonder if he's going to get his hair pulled tonight. Looks for a long ball through. It's just too heavy for Gerson. And the ball goes out for a throw-in, out for a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Let me get my screen organised. Let me get my team sheet over here. Get rid of Sky Sports. I don't need you. Don't need that. Don't need that. All I need to see is your lovely faces and the people in the comments. Nick Brown saying, big up, Sean. Let's go and grab the 3 points. So important that we start the Champions League season off to a good result. I think that I'm looking earlier. I don't know if it's still what the result is right now, but I saw it was 2-0 down. Chance for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, Harry Kane trying to put Perisic through. Perisic wins loose. The ball was headed clear by Klaus. That was Klaus playing sitting right back as the right back in that situation. He's got Mr. Chancel Mbemba next to him, the right-sided centre-back. Nobody quite knows how old that man is. He got dropped from 3 clubs in his time because of falsifying documents.
Absolutely bizarre.
It's absolutely hilarious.
How is he still playing? That doesn't make any sense.
No one's sure if he's 28 or 38. It's quite ridiculous. Here's Clement Longley. Clement Longley almost loses the ball, does well instead, finds Harry Kane on the left touchline. Harry Kane looks really long towards Emerson Royale. It's a delicious ball. Emerson Royale heads the ball down. Oh, he couldn't find Richarlison. And now Guendouzi can pick the pocket and pull the ball out. Here's Jonathan Klaus now moving forward on the right-hand side. Looks back towards, who is that? That is that Mbemba? Wearing the number 99 shirt. Wow. I didn't think you were allowed.
Back to the keeper.
Didn't think you were allowed to have 99. I thought you had to stick within certain.
I think that's only true in the Premier League. I don't think
in
in Europe they have that restriction. Yeah, because doesn't I think. Well, but even that doesn't make even in the Premier League. I don't think that makes sense because Trent Alexander-Arnold wears 66.
66. Yeah, I wonder why he chose that number. Devil worshipper or something.
Did you ever wonder what if you ever played professionally, what number you'd wear?
Never really. No. You?
I'd be a 7 or 11 because I'm ambidextrous, so I can play with both feet, and I've always played as a winger.
Interesting. So, Marseille win the ball back here. That's a poor decision from the referee. Surely it should be given a free kick. Marseille get the ball back. Here's Jonathan Klaus. The shot early. Oh, it hits the backside of Eric Dyer. Oh, Perisic. No, Eric Dyer. That was.
No, it's Perisic.
Was it?
Yep.
My screen is HD. Well, no HD for some reason on this TV anymore. Charge about the bloody wall. Here's Guendouzi. Looks right towards Jonathan Klaus again. This time, Mbemba looks across and finds Mr. Bailey, Eric Bailly, the Manchester United loanee. Here's Mbemba again. Mbemba this time looks all the way across towards Gigot, who looks up and finds Tavares. Tavares looks inside. Decent possession here from Marseille. Bailly to Mbemba. Mbemba to Jonathan Klaus. Tottenham does well. Well done. Longley. Clement Longley gets the ball back. Here's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Come on, Høj. Let's break now. Romero sticks it back inside. towards Højbjerg. We got what's going on here? I think we got some porn sites or something coming up on Facebook. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Thoughts on the opening 7 minutes, my man?
Well, I feel like what's fantastic about the way that we play at the moment, the way that we set up, is that regardless of whether we're in possession or we're not, and you always prefer to see us in possession, you always, like, in order for us to go on the counter attack, which is something that we're absolutely expert at, the opposition does need to have the ball in our half, and our defense is so solid at the moment that you're not, as long as you're keeping them outside of our box, you're not really concerned. And we know that as soon as we get the ball, we're going to shoot it, pass it long. And our speedy players are going to get on the end of it. So it doesn't matter whether we're in possession or not. We always have that sense that we're threatening, which is good. But what I want to see more of at this moment in time is holding the ball. Oh, Harry Kane going forward. I'd like us to have a bit more possession at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's why I did think Marseille would start the first 20 minutes quite brightly, which is something that you'd hope that from a team that does the high press, high energy stuff. But hopefully over the course of the game, they'll calm down and Tottenham can start to dictate and dominate control. It's only 7 minutes in, but you'd have to edge. It's not been much in it for either team. Oh, chance for Tottenham. Bentancur puts the effort in there to pressurise Lopez in goal. Lopez handles it quite nicely. Look at the Marseille team. Look, lots of flags. Lots of Marseille supporters there tonight. They brought all their flags with them. Not something you usually see in a Premier League ground.
Bentancur looking like he's had his Weetabix today. He wants to cover every blade of grass. He's absolutely all over the place.
That's better from Tottenham Hotspur. Well done. Come on, Romero. Oh, he looks nicely towards Richarlison. Richarlison with a fantastic flick. Harry Kane tries to put Richarlison through. Richarlison puts a touch and foul, referee. No, maybe not. Referee doesn't give anything. No free kicks thus far. And Marseille recover the ball and heads it back towards Lopez. Lopez looks forward, finds space in the midfield there for Veretout. Oh, this time, fuck off. Eric Dyer fouls. I think that was Guendouzi, was it? No, it wasn't Guendouzi. It must have been the other guy, Gerson. Yeah.
I don't know if you watched... if you look at the overlap or any of the guys on Sky Sports talking, but just as we're talking about the Champions League, one of the things that Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher were talking about with a couple of the guys from The Athletic was that the Super League may not be dead and buried, because if you look at the state of European football at the moment and if the transfer market was any indication of where the money is at the moment, you could not destroy the Premier League if you wanted to, because the Super League in Europe right now is the Premier League.
It's the Premier League, yeah. There's just no money anywhere else, is there?
Exactly, but all of the other leagues are a shambles, because you've either got leagues where it's the same people winning every single season. You've always got Bayern Munich in Germany, and you've always got PSG in France. Maybe it's the Champions League that will end up being under threat for a Super League, so you can put all the best teams outside of England in the same league competing in a Super League.
Yeah, who'd want to be in a different league than the Premier League? It's brilliant this year. I mean, every single weekend there's upsets. That's not to say there wasn't an upset or two already this week in the Champions League. Chelsea losing to Dynamo Kiev. Oh, what a lovely little move there from
that was
Bemba.
Lovely, yeah.
Quite delicious from the 47-year-old. He's got to get his Just for Men out just to make sure no one knows.
Maybe he's a vampire and he never ages, and he has to keep pretending he's younger and younger. One day he'll pretend he's his own son.
There's a lot of those sorts of players. I remember George Weah was under scrutiny back in the day, back in the 90s. People weren't sure if he was like 29 or 39. There's quite a lot of players that come out of Africa where I guess the documentation or whatever isn't quite as secure or trustworthy, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the first time I've heard about the people literally having no idea. You could be any age, mate. You could be absolutely any age at all. Hugo Lloris with the goal kick. It looks long. It's a nice ball. And here's Sonny getting overran in midfield again by Veretout and gives away the free kick, pulls it back. Come on, Tottenham! Wakey! It's not a good start. Marseille are busier. They're much busier, stronger in midfield. This is the battle. Midfield is where you win or lose games in the Champions League. And thus far, Tottenham have been
not outplayed, but outmuscled. 4 or 5 times I've seen us going for challenges and lose. I want to check out the ground duel stats already after 12 minutes. I bet you it doesn't look favourable. What's happening, Carl? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. If you are new here, guys, hit the subscribe button for me. You can join the conversation in the comments, and also just smash the like button for us. Trying to get those. I think we're 80 subscribers away now from 3,000, which is the next milestone. So trying to grind our way up. Here's Mbemba. Cross comes in. 2 French players trip over each other. 2 Marseille players trip over each other, and they're lying on the floor. There's nothing wrong with you, bro. Get up.
One thing you got to say is, in spite of the fact that they've been quite strong in the midfield and they're trying to dominate the play, they're trying to make sure that they are keeping possession and wear us down. They never really get anywhere near the final third. We have been quite. There's quite a wall there protecting our final third with the defense that we've got in there at the minute. It's you can't say that they look like they're particularly threatening right this second, you know?
Yeah, touch wood. I mean, it's the story of the season. We give away a lot of the ball, give away a lot of what you call half chances or half opportunities. But most of the time, the shots that are coming against you, Valeris, are far outside the area, which is obviously a good thing, right? If you can restrict teams to shooting from 20 yards, then you've got a chance. Tottenham can't get the ball in midfield, though. Every time the ball comes out, it falls to a Marseille guy. The positional play from Tottenham is a little bit all over the place. It's quite frustrating opening 13 minutes, I've got to be honest. Come on, but hopefully it's just Marseille getting their initial 20 minutes of pressure in, and then Tottenham will start to turn the screw a little bit as the game settles down. The Marseille fans, though, I can't hear them, Adam, but they look like they're full of voice. They got the flags, the banners up, singing and chanting away in French. Here's Richarlison. Richarlison hustled by 2 players, gives away. Tottenham give away. Is that corner kick or is that a throw-in? I think that's a throw-in. Well done, Richarlison. First time Tottenham get the ball in an advanced position. What are we doing here? I didn't see if that was a corner or a throw-in. 13 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, guys. If you are trying to stream with us, it's a corner kick. Sonny's first corner kick of the game. Come on, Tottenham. Let's see what we can do here. Bentancur. Looking like Tottenham are going to maybe do the short corner.
Bentancur is looking for a short ball, but he's not convincing Sonny. Sonny looks like he actually wants to get it into the box.
A fresh blade from Richarlison. It looks like he's grabbed a bit of turf outside, coloured it blonde, and then put it on his bald head. We try to do a short corner, the routine where Perisic or Longley gets to the ball at the near post and flick it over the top. Just wasn't quite executed well, but Emerson Royale, all of a sudden, left wing back, goes back and retrieves the ball, gets the ball to Højbjerg. Højbjerg looks long. It's a really bad pass from Højbjerg. Completely miss it, and he goes completely out. Oh, it was Romero. Sorry, it wasn't Højbjerg. It's Romero. My bad.
For anybody interested, Barcelona are 1-up now against Victoria, and Napoli are 1-up against Liverpool. Liverpool having a shot.
Shot to Tottenham! Sonny!
Oh, my days.
Oh, Lopez!
That was aggressive from Sonny.
Lopez dawdling on the ball. That's it. Better from Longley. Oh, fuck off, ref! What are you talking about, mate? There's been 3 of them already. Now Marseille can break. Here's Jonathan Klaus on the right-hand side. He cuts inside of Perisic. Cuts inside of the retreating Romero. Cuts the ball across, and the ball slows down, and Tottenham can get back. Here's Tavares. Tavares with the long ball in. Romero cuts it out like an absolute beast. There's Guendouzi. Guendouzi looks right towards... is that Mbemba? Mbemba looks inside. Guendouzi. Chance for Marseille. No, it's cleared well by Longley within the air in the end. Oh, Mbemba looks inside again. Too much space for Marseille players on the edge of the area. Here's Veretout. Looks back towards Eric Bailly. And then Mbemba again. Flicks the ball in towards Guendouzi, who's starting to pull the strings in the midfield here, Adam.
Yeah, this is what'll happen sometimes when the Spurs players are
Go on, sorry, mate.
When we're on the offensive, sometimes we can turn off a little bit in our defensive duties, especially the likes of Sonny, not getting back in time to cover. He's not a particularly good defensive player as it is. So then, when we're all scrambling back, the Napoli players are taking it to us.
Referee! Finally! Jesus Christ. The referee for today's game is from Slovenia, I believe. I had all the details earlier. It's some of the names of the officials were like just impossible. Here's Richarlison. Look at the pressure from Marseille, like a swarm of hornets all over Tottenham in the midfield. Richarlison does well to get the ball back towards Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer now looks left. Oh, it's a bit of a loose pass from Longley, but it's not actually. It looks fantastic in the end. And he finds Pierre Mahojberg, who looks through and finds Richarlison. Richarlison can turn and put the ball through. Oh, he's defended well by Marseille. And another bad pass.
Bentancur. Why? Okay, if our two central midfielders are going to be passing like that all game, we're not going to really be getting in the creative opportunities that we need.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Cooper saying, Sean, only been a Spurs fan since COVID. And they began showing Premier League without a special ESPN subscription. Interesting. Years living in New Orleans. I was subjected to Arsenal maniacs, or my brother a Chelsea nut. Is Arsenal maniacs in? Is that New Orleans? Is that because of the French connection with New Orleans and with Arsenal back in the 90s and the noughties with Arsene Wenger, and he would fill the team with like
Thierry Henry,
and who was the long head? Who was the long head?
Perez.
No, it wasn't Perez. Oh, Perez, yeah, and who's the guy with the little goatee? The little like devil beard, whatever it was called, I forget. Perez. Sorry, that's it. You're thinking of Perez. Who was the guy with the long kind of blonde ponytail? Poulet, something like that. I forget now. It's so long. My memory's not good enough. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably what the connection was. Anyway, he's saying the missus chose the Spurs after we got married, and she knew she would be subjected to Premier League win, so she had to get on the bandwagon. Good girl. Good girl, Mrs.
Fair
Cooper.
play.
Love it. Tottenham with the long ball towards... Perisic is lovely. Well done. Perisic wins the ball, looks for the quick throw-in as well, but no one's up there. This is what I love about Perisic. He's always looking for the next chance, but Tottenham players need to get on board the pace in which he wants to rebuild the play. Not good enough from the rest of the players. Not quick enough there. There was a chance. Marseille were asleep. Perisic was awake, but nobody else was. Perisic with the throw-in.
This is Europe, folks. Get the finger out. Longley getting across into the box.
Oh, no.
Deflected
We're giving the ball away. We're giving the ball away left and right. Here's Suarez. Suarez trying to dazzle. Well done, Eric Dyer. That's our ball, ref. No, it's not. Pretty frustrating early 20 minutes. Shot from Tottenham. Shot from Marseille from distance. Oof.
Just wide.
Wowzers.
Just wide. I mean, it's going to be another, please God, going to be another example of Spurs having a poor first half, only to come on and do what needs to be done in the second. Because this was going to have to be the case if we finish out the first half like this.
Look at the press.
Richarlison with a little touch.
They swarm on you. The press is very difficult. Here's Jonathan Klaus again. Jonathan Klaus with the ball. Eric Dyer does well. The strong header away. Harry Kane flicks it on. Nobody there with him, though. Nobody there. And Eric Bailly can just nonchalantly, casually take the ball out and knock it right towards Mbemba. God, Marseille look like they're very comfortable on the ball, aren't they? They're not doing very much with it, but they're quite comfortable.
Yeah, they do have us run ragged a bit. Højbjerg darting forward now. See, it's unusual.
Well done, Sonny. Oh. Sonny finds Højbjerg, who slows it down, goes back towards Longley. Longley looks forward towards Richarlison. Good header clear from Guijo. And now, look at this. Look at Tavares. Tavares beats one. He beats Romero. Oh, well done, Romero. Got back. Oh, Emerson Royale, gets back and absolutely cleans up. Romero gets beaten there. Gets absolutely turned, to be honest.
Romero is showing shades of some of his poor performance at Fulham at this point, because it was Romero was beaten by Mitrovic during the Fulham game for the one goal that they got against us, which was completely unnecessary. Royal having to come back now and make up for Romero's mistake.
Yeah, 100%, Adam. There's a high boot there from Mbemba. I'm surprised he can get his feet that high at 62. You know, he obviously does his stretches. But Tavares absolutely just casually gets past Romero, and Romero puts out a very lazy foot. I completely agree with what you're saying there. It's very sloppy from Romero.
Sloppy from all of Tottenham so far, to be honest. Here's Longley, looks towards Højbjerg. Højbjerg looks forward towards Perisic, who sweeps the ball inside to Harry Kane. Lets it run. Harry Kane.
Who did he think it was going to?
Getting overrun in the midfield is exactly what I was terrified of. Get completely overrun in midfield. And the players that are coming back to support the midfield don't seem to know what their roles are. Like Harry Kane stepping over the balls, trying to flick onto Richarlison, but he's not in the right position. Sonny seems to be like the game seems to be passing him by. Another absolutely fucking woeful touch. What are you doing? That's it, Longley. Smash that ball. Smash something. We need to smash one of these players. Not the opening 22 minutes that we thought it was going to be, right?
Yeah, I think we're giving them a little bit too much of the supremacy here at the minute. That we could easily turn it on and win the ball back and pass the ball around them. We could easily dominate the possession if we wanted to. But perhaps there is some strategy that we want them.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Perhaps there is a strategy in mind where we want them playing in our half so that we can get in behind them. Maybe because we know that they are a very high press team. Maybe the whole MO for Conte this game is to let them play in our half and catch them on the counter. If that's not the agenda, then we're getting shown up by a team that are technically inferior.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I completely agree, mate. Cooper saying New Orleans is just northern Louisiana. NOLA. Lots of expats could have been the reason for the Arsenal fans. I just always thought it was the French connection. There's a lot of French quarters, isn't there, in New Orleans? I've not actually been. It's one of the few states in America that I haven't visited. Louisiana. Love to go someday. Love to. Here's a free kick to Marseille on 23 minutes. Ball gets spread right. It's a poor pass. And Jonathan Klaus can't do anything from that, from Veretout. Tottenham just look uncomfortable. Look at the pressure. The pressure of this Marseille team is making us uncomfortable. This is what we're going to have to expect against Manchester City as well. We need to get comfortable and we need to get capable, because when we're pressed, we seem to be rushed, and when we're rushed, we seem to be less precise with our passing, Adam. And it's we've got the best passers in our team on the pitch today. We've got Longley, we've got Romero, but we've got Højbjerg and Banter, but all four of them have made very subpar. Long balls across the board. Really, it's been pretty dire.
I think if the game is passing anybody by at this moment in time, it is Romero. He's been mostly out in no man's land on his own. He's had very little to do, and when he has had something to do, he has been actually quite poor. I'm a bit concerned about Romero's current disposition.
Yeah, maybe he's still struggling with the knock that kept him out.
Mm-hmm.
Not fully back to confidence yet in his. Well, if it's one good thing, it's a pretty rubbish game in terms of Marseille. Also, just as lackluster, just as weak with their abilities on the. We've got more people. I'm not sure if this is just people supporting Marseille or people that are talking about spamming. I don't know. It's the first time I've actually streamed on Facebook, I think, as well as the other places. Chance for Tottenham here. Here we go. Sonny can get the ball. Sonny looks inside. He finds Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale has a shot from distance. It's a poor one. Can Perisic get there to keep it in? He can. Cross the ball back in. Great position. Nobody on the end of it. Tavares has to be there to catch the ball.
Oh my days. That is a serious... What a howler.
Why are you rolling around on the floor, you little donut? Get up. Get up. My little baguette. My petit boulangerie. Whatever you are.
Lopez, the keeper, has gone out to receive the ball. He absolutely fumbles it, goes through his hands, hits him in the chest. He has to scramble and paw the thing.
He did get hit in the face by Harry Kane, to be fair. But still. Did he? Yeah, Harry Kane's arm. Oh, get up. Get up, mate. It's a little slap on the cheek. We all had it.
Just because you got hit in the eye, you've got another one,
Exactly. Oh, Jesus. No, he's bleeding.
Oh, wow.
In the eye. I take it back.
Instantly. This actually looks kind of... Oh, it's above the eye. It's the eyelid. So he's bleeding up here. For anyone who can't see, he's bleeding literally just on the eyelid.
Looks like a UFC cut.
Yeah. Magic sponge. It'll be all right.
Smash that like button, guys, if you haven't already, for the channel. Really appreciate your support.
As things stand, we really do have to hope that the intention coming into the game was to let them have possession so that we could beat them on the counter. Because if this is not the strategy, this is definitely an underwhelming performance from Tottenham. And however this turns, if we keep playing like this and we manage to do another snatch and grab where a goal or two come from a bit of skill intermittently, it's still not going to look good for us when we get out of the group stage.
Yeah, 100%, my man, 100%.
We have to show our dominance.
Need to be doing better. Need to be doing a lot better.
Bayern Munich are now beating Inter Milan 1-0.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a tough group for Inter. That they're a good team, but they've got Barcelona and Bayern and
Victoria.
They play the Czech team, isn't it? Pilsner, whatever they're called.
Victoria Pilsen.
Here's Guendouzi, puts the ball in the air. Guendouzi, get up, lad. Fuck off, mate. Marseille just rolling around on everything. Romero, sloppy again. Come on, Hugo Lloris, get rid of the ball now. Let's go. Come on, Tottenham, we need to build. Look at
They're hanging out over Richarlison.
Really, really, really frustrating first half an hour, first 27 minutes.
I don't think that we've maintained possession for more than 30 seconds at a time so far for the entire first 30 minutes.
Yeah, 100% agree. Absolutely. Very disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing. Here's Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer back to Romero. Romero looks to Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale looks to find Harry Kane, who does find Harry Kane. Harry Kane wins the ball back, flicks it on to Bentancur. But here's Sonny now. Sonny gets twisted and tackled very well by Veretout. He's brilliant. It's Rongier. Very, very clever. And there's Mbemba out of position. I think that is sat in the midfield. They're just dominating the midfield battle once again. Sonny's completely anonymous. Slow to every touch. Romero's having a big battle with Guendouzi. I thought at the start of the game, I thought Guendouzi was going to focus on Eric Dyer, but he seems to be focusing down the left-hand side for Marseille. Oh, God, here comes Marseille again. Chance for them. Oh, body check brilliantly from Tottenham, and the referee just allows the ball to play on again. What is going on? There's no foul. That was obviously a foul from Tottenham. He just absolutely rugby tackled the guy. It was like a rugby league or an American football challenge. Oh, shot from Marseille. Takes a deflection. He goes out for a corner kick.
This is their first corner of the game, right? I don't believe they've had one up to this point. And we do not.
Very involved. He's supposed to be playing centre-back, but he seems like he's playing more as a midfielder.
Longley is really going to have to get his head together for this one because we're notoriously terrible at defending from corner kicks. And even our tall players, Eric Dyer, no good at aerial duels. So
Marseille fans look like they're having a real party in the corner. You've got to appreciate it. They're having a good time.
They're just happy to be here.
Oh, they're playing well, though. Playing far better than Tottenham. Here comes the corner kick. Chance. Oh! What was that? Was that Tavares completely misses the ball? It was hilarious. He jumps like 2 feet in the air, but it goes for the header, but misses the ball by about 18 inches.
It was a very poor cross. A very poor cross. Went over the heads of absolutely everybody.
Yeah.
Go on, Højbjerg. Come on. Be aggressive. Emerson Royal is now playing as left wing back.
Again. Mbemba looks for the ball through, finds it. No, he's tackled away. It's cleared away by this time by Eric Dyer. Here's Guendouzi with the cross. Cleared this time with a lovely header cleared from Longley, but only falls as far as Rongier. That's Veretout. Sorry, Veretout with the cross coming in. It's all Marseille. We can't get the ball out, and when we do, we're just pressured and we're pressed so quickly. It's a frustrating affair, and I think this is a way to play against Tottenham right now. And I think you're going to see more of the same against Manchester City, Adam. Worrying, my man. Very worrying.
Manchester City is one of those games, though, where like I've repeatedly said that progression from last season is what we want. We want to see a better result in fixtures than we did the season prior. But against Man City, I do not expect us to win both those games. I really don't.
Oh, catch the ball, Hugo! What the fuck was that, mate? What the hell was that, bro? Richarlison does well. Come on, ref! Jesus fucking Christ, referee. He finally gives it. He wasn't going to give it. Finally has to. What was Hugo Lloris doing there?
Well, we know that
what's
there's...
this again? Oh, he's not showing it. Wowzers. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Adam.
For anybody, again, who's interested, Liverpool are now losing 2-0 to Napoli.
Wow.
What a howler of a season they're having.
Absolute shambles. Absolute shambles.
This is the thing that we were saying, though, like in these kind of circumstances where the top two teams are, where one of them has the potential to have a dip in form, you need to capitalize this season. And until we start playing better than this, we're not looking at the number 2 spot.
I see quite a lot of people on Facebook right now. It's the first time I've streamed, and there seems to be about 25 of you on Facebook, which is great to see. If you haven't already, guys, smash a follow on the Facebook page. I haven't done anything with Facebook before. I'll be making sure to, if you do smash a follow, I'll check it out after the game, and I will be building out some content for the Facebook community. It sounds like a nice little place. A lot of people are surprised. Teddy's saying FC Tottenham are going to win this. In it, I think don't know, mate, at the moment. I'm not entirely sure. Lontop Torres Jr., so what a name that is, saying how many corners until this moment? I think there's been 3 corners, or 1 each, was it? Yeah, 1 each. One from Sonny,
yeah.
And then one from Veratu, I think it was, for Marseille. The game is won and lost in the midfield, and right now we are losing the midfield. What a ball, though, from Longley. Finds Richarlison. Sonny making the play down the left-hand side. Bit of space opens up for Richarlison. He goes for the shot from distance. Now Tottenham can push forward. Looks inside. Harry Kane. Have a shot, Harry. No, it's blocked on the edge of the area from Eric Bailly. Here's Højbjerg. Højbjerg, poor pass. Longley slips, and now Marseille can break. Here's Mbemba. Mbemba, get back, Bentancur. Well done, Bentancur. Get your foot stuck in.
Yes, Emerson. Go on.
That's it. Get stuck down. Go, Harry Kane. Go, Harry Kane. Harry Kane's got space. Look up. Back post to Højbjerg, maybe. No. He takes his time. Takes a shot instead, and it's blocked. That's poor choice from Harry Kane. Really poor choice from Harry Kane.
There are far too many egos on display at the moment. Whenever we get, to be this close to goal, which we haven't been all game, and to see Richarlison and Kane taking shots when they should be passing is absolutely ludicrous.
Højbjerg should be fucking furious. Made a great run to the back post. Was all alone. Harry Kane decides to step inside instead. It's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough.
I've seen that a lot earlier this season as well, where Harry Kane and Son have been, especially Son, actually have been far too selfish for my liking. And it's like, what happened to the dynamic duo? What happened to setting each other up? If they're going to start getting egotistical about it, we're going to if they want to see trophies, this is not how you do it.
Yeah, 100%. Sean, son of Mix in the house. What's happening, Sean? Good to see you, my man. Marlon Joe's telling me, stop shouting, mate. Sorry, buddy. I get passionate. I need to move my microphone away, I think, from my mouth if I'm going to shout, because I think this mic picks up everything a bit noisier. Dear. This isn't the... I was expecting it to be fairly comfortable after the first 20 minutes.
Barcelona now also beating Victoria 2-0.
Wow. What was the final result in the Leipzig game earlier? Not Leipzig, in the game between Frankfurt and
Frankfurt Sporting. It was 3-0 to Sporting.
Wow. Wowzers. Barcelona 2-0 up, yeah. Atletico Madrid, FC Porto currently 1-1. Club Brugge against Leverkusen 0-0. Napoli 2-0 up against Liverpool, and Tottenham 0-0 against
Did you see
Marseille.
that the tackle against Emerson Royal?
No, I didn't see it. What happened?
Oh man, you just kicked him in the leg. Had absolutely no intention of getting the ball. I hope he got carded. I didn't see whether he got carded or not. That is ludicrous.
Marseille come hot, mate. They're a combative team.
everything that I thought was going to happen, or everything I thought was I talked about in the pump up with the way that they play has proved true. But I thought Tottenham would have a better chance. Thus far, it's not been fantastic. Sonny wins the ball back, looks back towards Emerson Royale, and Højbjerg goes back, finds Bentancur now. Bentancur looks up. All 11 players of Marseille behind the ball. Højbjerg to Longley. Longley to Højbjerg. Højbjerg pushes it back to Eric Dyer. Look at the press from Marseille. It's very impressive. Oh, Richarlison's just getting bullied.
He's not quite had the balance required to stand up to these lads. He's literally getting knocked around.
Yeah. 8 minutes until half time. If you were Conte, if the game continues until half time in the manner that it is, do you make changes?
I'm starting to think it might have been a better idea to start with Kulusevski, who can hold the ball up a bit better than Richarlison, and maybe bring Richarlison on as an impact sub when Marseille start to tire. If Richarlison comes on with his blistering pace while everyone else is absolutely wrecked, maybe he could be more impactful. At the moment, he's been very wasteful on the ball, and he's not able to hold it up at all. I think Kulusevski would definitely, being the better technical player, might have that little bit of an edge.
Yeah. Look at them. We're all over us. Go on, Richarlison wins the ball, goes free. It turns around and finds Emerson. Surely you got to think that Marseille are going to tire in the second half. Oh, it's a good play from Richarlison. He's absolutely superb. He sends Emerson through. Emerson looks up for an early cross. It's a terrible cross. Absolutely awful. What the fuck was that, Emo? Jesus Christ. Apologies to your dog, Sean, son of Mick. I do apologise to Molly. We love puppies on this show.
What do you mean, your dog, Sean? It's his landlady's dog he's talking about.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Either way, we got a lot of love for puppies. Here comes Marseille again. Chance for Marseille. Oh, well done. Who was that? Højbjerg? No, Bentancur, I think that was. They got back to clear that ball. Oh, it was Perisic. Sorry, Perisic. So difficult to see the players on my screen. It's like super low def. It really annoys me. Even though I've got like an HD TV and I'm watching it in HD, I think Sky from a different room through one of those dongle things. It comes through in like super low def. Here's
Chromecast or something.
What's that, mate? Sorry?
Chromecast or something you've got, is it?
No, it's like you got Sky TV in the main room downstairs where it comes out. Get there, Hugo. Well done. But if you want to be able to like control the Sky through, it's called a magic mouse. And for some reason, it like Sky doesn't come out in any other room apart from the main room is as HD. I think that's because they want you to buy like more Sky subscriptions or whatever. I don't know. But very frustrating. Here's Richarlison again, growing into the game. What a ball! He puts Sonny through. He's tries to Harry Kane. Harry Kane. He charged Harry Kane. Oh, it's a bad. That was the chance. Richarlison's growing into this game now. You can see he's starting to get a feel for it. Sonny,
he heard me and he doesn't want to get subbed off.
Oh, Sonny, he does fine. He does the right thing. Finds Kane. Kane's got 3 players around him. Probably makes some lovely little mazy dribble from Sonny. Kane should have probably hit that first time. You know, is that a corner kick? Should have been a corner kick.
No, I think he hit that wide, didn't he?
No, yeah, he did. Yeah, not good enough. Not good enough. But better though. Better from Tottenham. She's with me more than herself, sitting in my room right now. Nice. What sort of dog is it?
What sort of dog is it, Sean? I haven't actually seen this new dog.
Oh dear.
Surprised to hear you have her in your room, though.
Monjo's saying, get Kulusevski on at half time. Who would you bring him on for?
This is the unfortunate thing at the moment. It's very difficult to say. I don't think anyone has necessarily shown that they need to be taken off just yet, especially now that Richarlison is starting to grow into the game a bit more. I wouldn't take Sonny off or Kane off just now either. So
I feel like, look, Marseille if you are going to play the press, and they do it very well, and they're very high energy, but whether they've got the stamina to do that for the second half as well. Get rid of that ball. Yeah. Well done, Eric Dyer. Chance! Guendouzi! Oh, he smashes the ball back and it hits, I think it was Bentancur in the face. Oh, no. Chance for Marseille. What was Romero doing there? Oh, it was Emerson Royale.
I think he just served it to be enough of a distraction so that there couldn't be an attempt on goal.
Wow.
See there, he literally just distracted him enough. He didn't really do anything.
Yeah, but that's dangerous to be sliding like that when you don't know what's behind you and you're not looking. Get that ball. No, it's done well again by Guigo, however you say his name. The back three for Marseille are pretty solid. I thought when I looked at my research, I didn't think that was the case. But Mbemba looks like quite a good player. Oh, come on, Bentancur. You've got to time that header, mate. You've got to read the bounce, bro. Read the bounce. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Shocking again from Marseille there, though. Jonathan Klaus was absolutely woeful.
Terrible.
I'm going to throw the link out there, guys, for the halftime. If you do want to come on and have a quick spin on what your thoughts are at halftime, we'll have to ask you to leave if anyone does come on. We'll have to ask you to jump off again as the second half starts. But the link will be there for the. You see it right now. Give us a few minutes until the game actually breaks for halftime. Then you can come on and have your say. And then same thing will happen after the game. We'll let anyone who wants to come on and vent or give their opinions, give their thoughts, their feedback, or their suggestions for what we do in the second half. I personally feel like, Adam, that a team that does this high press where they're running around like demented lunatics, they can't do that for 90 minutes unless they're supermen, and Tottenham's fitness levels are such that I hope as the game goes on in the second half, they're going to start to tire and Tottenham can come into their own.
Absolutely. You'd hope so. I think as the game goes on, you're absolutely right. It's more and more ours for the taking, but you're also the fact that they are running around in the manner that they are. It does mean that there's an awful lot of room behind them that we're not exploiting just now. And what we need to do is, especially with Lenglet playing, we need to see the long balls going out. Like we're just seeing right now. Sonny running on.
Oh, Sonny. Really well.
That was so poor.
And Mbemba's had a really good game, to be fair.
Sonny just ran straight into the defender. It was completely unnecessary. But more long balls like that, and we may end up capitalising.
Wilson T saying this formation is strangling us. I completely agree, my man. It's we're just getting overran, but you've got to feel like you're going to have more time. Oh, what is that? Just let the ball go through. Look how many men Marseille have got in the midfield of the pitch. It's madness. Absolute madness. They've got like 7 men there on the centre circle for a second there. Here's Jonathan Klaus. Looks inside, finds Guendouzi. Guendouzi to Jonathan Klaus. 1-2. Veretout. Picked off by Tottenham. Marseille win it back. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so frustrating. Every time the ball falls to a second man, Marseille is there.
Liverpool are now losing 3-0 to Napoli.
Wow. Jurgen Klopp out. Hashtag Klopp out is the trend on Twitter.
I mean, like, you would think that he was one of the only safe managers in the league, but at this point, it's looking really, really desperate.
Come on, Tottenham. Stay strong until half-time. Chance comes in. Get up, Guendouzi, you little shit. Come on, Rishi, win that ball, mate. No, you lose it again. You've got to be better in the air, boys. You've got to be better on the second ball. Look where the ball's going. Anticipate it. Better timing, please. This is crazy. Here's Guendouzi on the edge of the area. Chance, shot from distance. It's a good save. It bounces just in front of Hugo Lloris. And Hugo Lloris gets down well, punches the ball clear, and Emerson Royale can send the ball way up the field. Harry Kane, you're not even running towards that, my man. You're not even running. What, are we not doing the press? Are we not doing any sort of... Are we just sitting back? No, Bentancur will go run for the ball, though, but not you, Harry. Come on, mate. Wakey.
Victoria have got one back against Barcelona. Unbelievable.
Oh, dear. Klopp to Chelsea, Tuchel to Liverpool.
Yeah, good shout.
Very disjointed. And that's half time, boys and girls. That is half time. If you do want to come on, Pierre Mahoibo looks tired, says 24Z. I mean, so much to break down there. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of the clock for a minute. I need to stop that. Is it stopped? Yes, it's stopped. Okay, let me get rid of it for a second and then bring you back into full screen. Let's have a look at SofaScore, shall we, my man? Let's see. I mean, I think the stats are going to tell a story. Unbelievable. If you haven't already, guys, please smash that like button for the channel. I don't know how many likes we've got on YouTube. We've only got 34 likes. If anyone hasn't smashed the like button, do me a favour. There's only 40 people watching. It's a quiet night at the Spurs Talk Show. Although there seems to be loads of people on Facebook. This is interesting. I might, just do some more work on Facebook, get you guys some more content. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. When I upload to YouTube now, I'm going to upload to Facebook. So if you are on Facebook right now, hit the follow button and be really interesting to see if we can grow a little community over on Facebook. Adam, my man, let's have a look at the Marseille Tottenham stats. Let me get it up so you guys can see it. Oh yeah. Share screen. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Bear with me.
There are now thousands of us.
This is what I wanted to do. Here we go. We go.
Barcelona beating Victoria 3-1 now. And it's halftime. Interesting.
Where is my... Let's look at the stats. All right, guys. It really isn't pretty to look at.
I'm very surprised to see 42% possession. That was definitely much, much worse 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think we saw it. It was like 38% to 62 at one point. I saw on the stream, but 42% to 58. 5 shots on goal from Tottenham. 2 of them blocked, 3 of them off target. Can you remember? Can you remember the shots? I remember Harry Kane having a block shot.
Harry Kane also had a missed shot.
Harry Kane had a missed shot off target. Richarlison had a block shot. Those were the 2 blocks. And then Richarlison, Emerson Royale, I think, had one as well that was woeful. And I can't remember the third one, the other one. Corner kicks, 1 aside. Fouls, 6 versus 5. Shots inside the box, 3. Shots outside the box, 5. But that's a key metric that we always see from Tottenham. We do maintain, a fairly defensive wall in such that we force our opposition to have those cracks from outside. And then passing wise, here we go. Let's have a look at this stuff. Where am I now? Look at that. 321 passes to Tottenham's 237. That is woeful. Tottenham
Their
usually
passes
have
were more accurate as well.
But look, 81% accuracy. That's abjectly poor. That is 45% on long balls, long passes. Crosses 0 from 3.
It's because Royale took all of them.
Dribbles 50% successful. Sonny was terrible with a few of them. Possessions lost 64. Duels won 27. Aerials won 8. Tackles 11. Clearances 9. I mean, let's go and look at the players, mate. Let's have a look. Ivan Perisic has been given the worst performance so far. Let's have a look and see why.
Royal's been given the best.
I think he's just been involved in the most. The SofaScore rules are not really.
He has been good defensively, though. Like defensively, as usual, Royal has been very, very good. It's just up front, he is the least clinical player ever.
Yeah. Ivan Perisic has been involved in 4 duels, only won 1 of them. He's barely touched the ball 30 times. 73% pass accuracy, just not good enough. Given the ball away with his long balls. He's been dribbled past 3 times. That's absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Let's bring in my man Jacob. What's happening, Jake? And Soren as well. Both of you guys want to come in. How you guys doing?
What's up, Sean?
How you doing, Jacob? You okay,
I'm all right. Yeah, man, I'm good. A little disappointed with what I'm watching. Bentancur, excuse me, Bentancur. He is very, very frustrating. Dear God, it's Bissouma season. Big boy Bizu, it's time. I'm ready for it.
You think so in this game? You make the changes immediately, would you?
That's just a reactionary decision by me because I'm really upset with what I'm seeing. Um, so I don't know if it's the wisest
Yeah.
decision. So I mean, if Conte doesn't do it, I got to assume that he's told our midfield duo there that they just got to be better. I think Højbjerg's been all right. He kind of just been doing what he always does. Bentancur, on the other hand, he's supposed to be that creative dude, and his passes, it's like I just don't know if they're gonna hit the target anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Personally, I mean, Soren, I'll come to you, but personally, I feel like it's often par for the course when you're playing against a team that has that super high intensity, super high pressure, super high press, and they're just dominating the midfield. Like, it doesn't last for 90 minutes. So I feel like we have to stay a little bit calm and hope to God that in the start of the second half, you're going to. I mean, I think in the last 10 minutes of the first half, you saw Marseille's passing got a little bit sloppy. You saw that the players that were running for it just gave up. I feel like they're probably exhausted. I think that now we need to kick on to another level. But we'll call a spade and say it wasn't a very impressive first half. Sorry, what are your thoughts, my man?
I think we look mediocre. But on the other hand, I've never felt like they were going to score neither. So, as much possession as they've had, they've not looked really threatening. There's not, I mean, the only worry we had was when Lloris came to punch it instead of catching it. I mean, what was all that about?
Yeah.
But I think, this is where I'd like to see either Bissouma come on and pack that midfield for Royal or bring Kula on for Royal and just push that midfield a little bit more, give us a little bit more in midfield. And I think that's all we need. We just need that midfield packing a little bit more again. We say it every match nearly, but I think Son's look quite poor again. He's had one or two little bits here and there, but I don't know. We just don't look as though we either look overwhelmed at the occasion or we just don't look as though we're trying. It's weird. It's almost as if they believe they've won it before they've started.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. Listen, I tend to agree. I feel like it comes across to me like it's. I don't know whether whether people are tired, whether we shouldn't have played the same 11 because we had a tough game against Fulham and straight back on the training pitch the next day. I don't know how much time we've had to prepare for this game. I don't know how much time the coach has said. Well, let's just spend like 20% of what time we have, or 50% of what time we have Monday and Tuesday to prepare for this game because they've got to have 80% of their eye on Man City. But it feels to me like it's. None of us have. I don't think we've come to the party so far. But
yeah.
What's your go on, Jacob? Yours?
I honestly, something I noticed really about the 10-15 minute mark, it seemed like our crowd kind of died and stopped really cheering the boys on, and all you could hear is them damn Marseille fans. And I'm texting Michael, my good buddy. I'm texting him saying like, why does Kane and Sonny look frustrated in the first 25 minutes of this game? Like, we can still come alive, and they're both just kind of, I don't know. It just seems like nervous, frustrated. I don't want to like impose an emotion on some other adult, but like something. It just, from a crowd perspective, I was even telling them I think our crowd's got to get into it.
Is the crowd not up for it? So I can't hear the crowd. So what's going on? Is it they just like this?
Marseille has, since the 15th minute, Marseille hasn't stopped singing. Their little away section. I mean, their shirts off. They're jumping around. They're singing. They're going crazy. Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone's just standing with their arms crossed for Tottenham Hotspur. And every now and then you'll hear, "Come on, you Spurs," and it's just like nothing. And then they stop. Really? And then Marseille keeps chanting and chanting. And then every now and then you'll hear, I think in the beginning, they did the "When the Spurs Go Marching In" song. But since then, it's really just been like more mumbles and groans from our crowd. And and Marseille is having a party over there. So I think we got to change. We got to shut them up. That's my opinion.
I mean, the
100%.
interesting thing is we show we can do it when we're playing Arsenal and things like that, where it's non-stop with the crowd. And then, you know, when the team kind of needs somebody to push them on, the crowd's quiet. And, you know, I mean, yeah, you can't always sing for the whole thing, but it's just a shame that the atmosphere just doesn't seem there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had someone just for a second who wants to come and say hello. And I think it's Elias, but I think he's dropped off. You're more than welcome. I think that the game's about to restart, Elias. So if you want to come back on at the full time, mate, you're more than welcome to, my man. 24Z saying it's silent, Sean. Adam, what's your take, my man? I'm sure you're not listening to the crowd either, but like, what do you think we need to? Are you of the same mindset that I am? That, you know, hopefully that Marseille are going to get tired as the game progresses and Tottenham's better physical. Well, what I would hope would be better physical fitness can start to dominate. Or are you worried?
The problem with not knowing what Conte's strategy is going in is that we have no idea what we're basing our opinion on. Is it that he wants us to let them run ragged, let them get tired, let them get to the point where they have lost all steam, and then we're able to go full steam ahead, because we know what the gas tank that our players have now as a result of the intense preseason that we had, as a result of bringing in such incredible coaches to be able to get them to a whole other level in terms of fitness. So can we come out in the second half and absolutely destroy them because the Marseille players are dead in the water? It's entirely possible. Is it a strategy based on the fact that Marseille like to play very aggressively, like to play very high, and we want to keep these exact same players? I mean, we're playing Manchester City in 3 days, and so we're almost certainly going to play the vast majority of these very same players. You might see 1 or 2, maybe 3 changes, but I can't see wholesale changes happening. So is this a strategy to keep our fitness, keep our stamina at a higher level, so that we can, not get absolutely smoked before we go into the Man City game? You know, these are the things that we need to ask Conte. Without knowing these things, we don't know if Spurs are performing just fine, minorly underperforming, or grossly underperforming. You know, we'll have no idea unless
I think we're pretty much underperforming, and you can see the frustration on Conte. You know, some of the players don't seem to be doing what he's asking them to do. I mean, there was a couple of commentaries in there with Richarlison's just the passing's just lackluster. There's there's no real. None of the players that are with the passing look as though it's actually going to get to one of our players without them having to run to get to the ball. I think, hopefully Conte will do his magic again in the second half, and we'll get back to it.
Kick them up the hole, and I the hold up play needs to increase considerably. The fact that we're not like I was shocked at those possession stats because like to see that we had 43% was just like, what? We've let them have the ball the vast majority of the game. It must only be in the last 10 minutes that those stats started creeping up a little bit in our favor. But I want to see us have more of the ball in the next half. And if not, the counterattacking needs to be absolutely swift.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't think it's a case of whether we have much of the ball, because I think that's something we've just got to get used to, not having much of the ball. But our counterattacking just doesn't look as though.
It's this though, mate. This is what to me is a massive problem, right? If you're only passing the ball 232 times, 237 times.
Yeah,
I've just seen the Napoli score. I thought Napoli were I thought Liverpool were at home, but they're not. They're away, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're only passing the ball 237 times, you've got to have 90% accuracy. You can't have 81% accuracy. That's just so abjectly poor.
I'm saying over half of those are probably just to fucking Hugo.
Yeah. Tap arounds, yeah.
Yeah, just kicking the ball around and send it long and hope someone's making a run.
You see, I think a lot of those passes are down to Højbjerg doing his little tippy-tappy to get his stats up out there.
No.
We don't have the ball enough for Højbjerg to be passing the ball around to get his stats up. If only. I'd actually appreciate that right about now.
Aaron's in the house.
back
What's
on,
happening, Aaron?
Sean?
Yeah, we're back on, guys. So if you
All
don't
right.
mind, I'll let you guys drop off and then come back on at the full time. Yeah.
See you.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, guys.
Thanks for that, guys. Love it.
Just about to start. Let me get my where's my clock timer? 1 second. I need to. How do I fix this? You know what? I'm gonna press pause. I'm gonna press play when he gets to 46:29 instead. Second half, boys and girls, is underway. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. If you can, hit the thumbs up, and also hit the follow button or the subscribe button, and come and join us in the conversation on YouTube if you want to. We'll bring up as many comments as we possibly can. My man Aaron is saying 2 in the middle has been a problem all season. Peter Simmons is saying, I said 1-1. I'll change it to 0-0. Wow. Richie 24Z saying, Richie was the only one to create something. It's not good. And even, to be honest, Richarlison was woeful in the first 25, 30 minutes. He got a little bit better in the end of the towards the end of the half, but only because I think Marseille started to get a bit tired. His Tottenham down the right-hand side, Harry Kane.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He just walked the ball on the pitch. Is that not a handball? I don't know if you can do that. 45 minutes and 55 seconds, guys. I am going to bring the clock up as soon as I can. Here's Højbjerg.
There could have been a through ball to Bentancur. What are you doing? There's such a lack of confidence now.
Harry Kane looks real wide towards Perisic. Perisic, lovely little chest down. Come on, Tottenham. We need to get lively in the second half. It's a good start. You can already see. Look at their Marseille players. They're not quite running around quite as elegantly or aggressively as they were before. Here's Romero. Romero looks in towards Richarlison, who puts a nice little deft touch on his head, looking towards Harry Kane, but doesn't find it. And Luis Suarez, was on the heels of. They're putting the press straight back on again. Emerson Royale does really well. Finds Richarlison. Richarlison very strong to find Højbjerg. Højbjerg finds Sonny. Chance now for Tottenham. Harry Kane. He sends Sonny through. Can Sonny beat?
Oh, yes, Sonny.
After referee! Referee! That'll be a yellow or a red, surely.
That has to be a red. That's a red. Yes, it's a red. It's a red. It's got to be.
Yes!
Through on goal. 100%
that's aggressive.
a red card.
That's aggressive. And I forgot to put my clock forward. For fuck's sake. Let me get my clock out.
You cannot do that to a player who's.
You
should put that on a t-shirt.
Let me change this. Edit this.
You really, really, really cannot put in a tackle like that at that when someone is literally through on goal. That was the most insane thing ever. Just take the 1-0.
Sonny with the delicious flick. Oh, it's brilliant from Sonny. Absolutely brilliant from Sonny.
You got to take the 1-0 in that situation. At the end of the day, now they're down to 10 players. It's ridiculous. They've completely shot themselves in the foot.
Oh, he's trying to get the ball Eric by. He's off he goes. That changes the whole dynamic. Come on, Tottenham. Come on, Tottenham. How are we doing on the clock? 47. I need to press pause for a second.
If Harry Kane takes this free kick,
it'll be Eric Dyer.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Come on, Tottenham! That's what we're talking about. Yeah, buddy. See you later. He's still trying to get off the pitch. What are you doing, bro? He looks a bit like 50 Cent, that guy. Oh, it's Mbemba. It was Mbemba.
Wow.
Oh, you can go and put your slippers on now. They're getting your rocking chair because you're 75. And Eric Bailly gets the yellow card as well. Is that for dissent? No, it's Harry Kane and Sonny over the ball. It's going to be Harry Kane that takes it, and it's going to be straight into the wall or over the top, because that's what happens when Harry Kane gets the free kick.
Absolute fact. Ludicrous.
Gianni Villa might have been giving him some tips, though. The free kick coach.
Sonny needs to take this. He's last 2 times he took free kicks, he scored them.
Always the same. Into the wall. Every fucking time! Fucking time!
It makes absolutely zero.
Oh, dear.
Honestly. Everybody needs to... There needs to be a hashtag for Harry Kane never taking a bloody free kick ever again until he gets the feckin' message.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But here we go. Tottenham now on the break. Here's Christian Romero. Looks inside. Finds Bentancur. I love the way Jacob says Bentancur.
Yeah.
It's a real roll. Richarlison gets away. Good defending there from Veretout. I think that was that Rongier. Corner kick.
Do you know what? I gotta tell you something because it's always on my mind, and I need the whole Spurs community to understand this. I have a really weird sort of relationship with Richarlison whenever they show him close up, because whenever I look at his face close up, I'm like, he looks eerily like my girlfriend's father. It's mental. Seriously,
Really?
he's like a 10 year or 20 years younger version of my girlfriend's dad, and it's just weird.
Mate, I hope this doesn't sound disrespectful, but I saw a picture of you and your girlfriend when you were in London, and you've got a real catch there, mate. She's absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations.
I don't take any offense to that whatsoever.
No, we've got a smoke show, absolute smoke show. Substitution for Marseille. They've taken off Gerson, the number 8, who places the attacking midfielder on the right-hand side alongside Guendouzi, and they brought on Leonardo Bellerdi, who is centre-back. He plays he's for the Argentine. Well, he's been involved in and around the Argentinian national team as well. So he'll be all too familiar with Christian Romero. Be interesting. So they look like they're going to go to a back 5, like a 5-4-1, no, a 5-5-3-1, or a 3-3-5-1. Now looks like they're going to settle in and try and get the draw and hope to see if they can nick one. But Tottenham absolutely have to start to dominate. Here's Harry Kane, tries to put through Richarlison. Richarlison blocked off the ball. Well played there by who's that man? That must have been Tavares, was it? Yeah. Oh, dear. Spurs, 2 goals, says Zaya Min. That's what he's looking for. I hope that's what he's looking for, unless he's telling me something that I don't already know. We are about a minute behind. Sonny.
I don't think we scored 2 goals.
No, that would be unusual.
Napoli are beating Liverpool 4-1. This is mental.
Good game of football over there.
My brother's a Liverpool fan. I'm going to have to ask him about it afterwards.
Eric Dyer's been given a yellow card there. He's saying too many fouls. He's saying you've done four fouls on the bounce. He's not happy about that. Ref looks like he's trying to even it out a little bit. Any reason? Any reason?
Dyer is very disappointed with that decision. I think it's going to really stifle him now.
Not sure about that though, is it? It's not even a free kick, let alone a reason for a yellow card. Luis Suarez there. So your girlfriend's old man looks like Richarlison. Does he have the same haircut?
Crazy. It's the face. It's crazy. And then her brother is the image of her dad as well. So it's like I can, half the time I'm thinking of her dad. Half the time I think of her brother. It's like it's uncanny.
What's their heritage?
They would be. They're Brazilian, obviously, but they're from Italy.
Oh, they are Brazilian, are they? Okay.
They're Brazilian, yeah. They're all Brazilians, but they're like
Nice.
3 generations ago, they would have come off the boat from Italy, you know?
That is one of the worst fucking throws I've ever seen from Hugo Lloris. Distribution of an absolute chimp. What are you doing, my man? What are you doing? Fucking, that was absolutely awful. If you can't kick the ball and you can't throw the ball, then you shouldn't be taking goal kicks and you shouldn't be doing it. You should just put the ball down and let somebody else have it. Eric Dyer wins the ball back. Sonny looks inside. First time touch. Finds
Nice.
Højbjerg. Come on, Højbjerg. Bit of strength there, my man. Well done. Emerson Royale looks back towards Eric Dyer and we can move the ball down the left-hand side. Come on, Tottenham. Push up. Push up. We're sat too far. We're sat too deep. It's far too deep. You've got 6 players behind the ball almost. Come on. Here's Benson
Romero. Come on. Yes.
Here's Romero. Looks right towards Emerson.
Emerson should have made a run.
Finds Richarlison inside.
That would have been a nice. Oh.
I hope it's going to be 40. The next 35 minutes are going to be just knocking on the door. Win the second ball. Win this one. You've got to win that ball. Guendouzi's not even tall. What are you doing? Come on, mate. Romero getting beaten by Guendouzi in the air. Absolutely insane. We're losing. We need to improve on our aerial. We're the tallest team in the Premier League. Here's Harry Kane. Cross comes in. Oh, it's cleared well by, I think that's Eric Bailly again. Harry Kane now. Harry Kane on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be in the right-hand side. You should be in the middle of the box, mate. You should be in the centre. Oh, come on, Emerson. Got lucky there. Here's Richarlison. Richarlison tries to find Harry Kane. Can't do it. It's a bad touch. It falls to Emerson Royale now. Emerson. Oh, dear. Sonny! Have a shot! Sonny! You got 5 feet of space, mate.
Was that a deflection?
No, he's just towed it.
No way. That was so.
That's
not Sonny like at all because it's absolutely nowhere near the goal.
Completely.
Ah, he scuffed it. He scuffed it. Too many players lacking confidence now at this point because between himself and Romero, there's like 2 of our best players are looking very sloppy.
I don't know why they're lacking confidence. We're third in the league, second only on goal difference. Like, we need you guys to start firing, start contributing. Bentancur wins the ball for Richarlison does really well here. Richarlison to Perisic. Perisic looks forward towards Sonny. It's a bad pass and Sonny wasn't even paying attention. What are you doing?
Perisic is having an awful game.
I think we need changes right now. I've got to be honest. I think that Perisic has been really bad.
Yeah.
I think Sonny's... Oh, here we go. Long ball from Longley. It's a delicious ball. What a terrible first touch. Oh, my God. Who was that?
That's Perisic.
Perisic.
Shocking.
We need changes. Perisic for Cess. Decky's got to come on. Now, do you go 4? Do you put all 4 on the pitch at the same time? Now that they're down to 10 men, does it give you the opportunity to do that? Do you put Decky on for, say, Emerson at right wing back, or?
No, I wouldn't want to get shaky in the defensive area if we bring on like Emerson is really covering for Romero right now. It's on the left side is where we're struggling, and I think that we need to bring on. I think you might want to switch Richarlison over to the left, get Sonny off, bring Kulusevski on the right, and then bring on. Because we're looking for the long balls going up on the left hand side. I'd almost bring Doherty on the left. I know that's not your cup of tea, but Doherty's got the right foot.
No, I like Doherty, but not on the left. No.
Yeah, on the left is what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, definitely not. I can't stand him on the left. I like him on the right, but not on the left. Don't give that, ref. Oh, come on, mate. It's a fresh haircut from Harry Kane as well. I can see Harry Kane getting a goal tonight.
Because of the haircut.
Yeah.
Exclusively because of the haircut.
In no small part, because I wouldn't say exclusively, but in no small part. Oh, man. Cooper saying, take Son off. Amon Joe saying, Son never plays well with Perisic, get Cess and Kulu on for... Yeah, this is my theory, Amon Joe, is that he's coming on. Decky's coming on right now. I don't know who we can find out who's coming for, but I always think that when you've got Perisic on the pitch, we naturally come down the left. Perisic gets put really far forward, out of balance, like a skewed 3-4-3. And in so doing, you cramp Son's style a little bit. You cramp his space, and there's too many players in the same area. Well done, well won back there by Romero. Come on, Tottenham, you've got to fight more in the midfield. Here come Marseille.
I think with Perisic on the pitch, it almost
get fucked, referee.
It's almost a 4-2-4 because Perisic is playing so far forward.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and
then Sonny gets pushed into the centre.
Yeah,
more as like a number 9. But I don't like him in that role. I like him on the left, trying to cut inside, but it doesn't work when you have. It doesn't seem to work as of thus far with Perisic. You're right. There's just too many people in too few space. What's going to happen here? So are you watching this on are you got like one of those IPTV things, or are you just watching it on an illegal stream, or what you do?
It's I don't know what IPT is, but there's a website that my brother has a subscription to that plays
every game.
Every game, yeah.
And it's flawless, is it?
In terms of the image or in terms of being able to get every game?
In terms of like the stream, does it buffer? Does it have all those things that sometimes you can get? No,
there's absolutely no issues with it. It's like it's not lagging. It's completely it's as though I'm watching it live on TV. Like,
but it gives you like a few different links that you have to click on one or to click on the other. Do you?
Because sometimes they give you options. They give you it gives you a load of links. Of which match do you want to watch? Because I could watch the Liverpool game right now or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And then but there happens to be 2 links for the Spurs game because they must be showing it in a different country with it on a different channel. So they give you both options.
Yeah, gotcha. This referee's started the game not giving anything. Now he's giving everything. Here we go.
Emerson.
Coming on for Emerson Royale.
That is risky. I'm telling you now, that is risky. First of all, according to SofaScore, Emerson has been our best player so far. But Emerson gives us so much cover in defence, which is just gone now. Yeah,
he's not happy he's getting taken off.
That should have been Perisic. Really.
It's okay, though. I don't mind it. They've got a lot of attacking players on the pitch now. Perisic, Kulu, Sonny, Kane, and Richarlison.
That's true.
Half a team are forwards.
That's so true, yeah.
Wow. A lot of responsibility on Højbjerg and Bentancur to stay tight. But I guess it makes sense against the 10 men now. Here's Bentancur. Bentancur looks left, finds Eric Dyer. Come on, Tottenham, we can move forward now. We need to get this goal. Get the goal, settle it down. Oh, it's a terrible ball from Perisic. Oh, from Longley that time, sorry. Is Højbjerg on a yellow card? He's not, is he? Here's Jonathan Klaus.
I don't think so.
Well done, Sonny. Good strength there, my man. Good strength. Now let's go. Let's build. It's too slow. Harry Kane coming back. Slowing it down. Romero with a really long ball. It's delicious. Is it delicious? It's fine. Perisic. Another terrible touch. Perisic. Oh, chance for Tottenham. Oh my God.
Perisic had a very poor first touch, so when he got his second touch, he decided to lift it up into the air, and Richarlison has had the worst header I've ever seen.
What is that from Perisic, though? He missed the ball. It's the second time he's missed the ball. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I couldn't trap a ball that was locked, like was hit 70 yards, but he's one of the best left wing backs in the world. And then when he comes in, what's Richarlison doing?
Outrageous.
Absolutely mad.
Gets the head on it and puts it up way into the fucking the last stand.
Trying to head the ball from the edge of the 18-yard box is never usually going to work, is it? Oh, referee! I cannot believe you're doing this, mate. You're just giving them absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Simply insane. Oh dear.
Sean, son of Mick, says Kane is shit at free kicks. He absolutely is. I don't understand why he insists on taking them, and apart from ego, it's pure ego. Because he has no business taking a free kick ever again. Take all the penalties you want. Leave the free kicks alone.
Yeah. Unbelievable. 63 minutes gone. We're entering the last third of the game now.
If we lose to a team that have 10 men, this is...
Well, let's not say that. We'll deal with that when we come to it. But I think if anyone's... Hopefully, without trying to tempt fate, if anyone's going to win it, it's probably going to be Tottenham. But right now, it looks like... Who said it earlier?
I'd be frustrated with a point, though.
Yeah, same. Peter Simmons said it. He said 1-1, he'll change it to 0-0. I thought it was going to be fairly easy after the first... I said earlier, I thought we'd have a tough half an hour and then gradually we'd come in and just dominate. But our decision-making up the top has been woeful. Here's Decky. Decky being super strong. Look at Decky go! It's brilliant for Decky! Oh, it's brilliant! Brilliant defending as well. Is there a handball there, referee? Is there a handball? Shouts for a handball, I think. Look at the Tottenham faithful. They're rising, rallying behind Decky. Is there no handball chance?
Decky is the man.
He's so good. I remember last season when he got dropped against Leicester, I think it was, or whoever, and he came back in the next game, and it came on after 60 minutes. Sorry, Becky with a cross. Oh, it hits the head.
Who did that go out off?
Kick, Balerdi. This is better from Tottenham. Starting to turn the screw now. Marseille look exhausted. Not only yellow card to Sonny.
For what? He took a corner. He couldn't have been in the play.
Must have been dissent. Decky with a cross-come shot. Oh, it's a brilliant bit of play, and it hits Balerdi in the face on the back of his head, and it comes out. But what are they shouting at? What are they? I don't understand what they. And he's given away a free kick because of it. Now we don't even get the corner kick.
I think maybe they weren't going to give the corner kick in the first place, and that's why they're dissenting. And then that's like he may have.
Oh, okay. He gave the goal kick, and then he's dissented accordingly. Okay.
Yeah. The ref
feels like the referee wants to give a red card to Tottenham.
He really is having a bad game.
It just feels like he's trying to even it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's shocking.
What's the? Yeah, I'm happy. It's not. I can't give out this. I'm just seeing in the links there. Adam, what's the name of that website?
The one that I'm logged into. Sports ebooks.
Sports ebooks. Yeah, the only thing I can't do, we can talk about it. I just can't put a link in the description that gives out. I'll put a link in the comments that gives links to streams. But sportsebooks.com, is it?
Yeah, but I don't think you can sign up to it anymore. That there was a certain point where they cut off the amount. I don't know whether it was to do with keeping their license legal or whatever. But after a certain amount of time, like I wanted to set up my own account, but I have to use my brother's because I can't even sign up myself anymore. Got it.
I'm sure there's others like it. If you're looking for it, Monjo, just type in like sports ebooks, website similar to sports ebooks or something, and you might
equivalent.
Equivalent. You might find something similar. So when I said IP, it wasn't IPT, it was IPTV. It's one of those things where you pay like cross comes in, chance for Tottenham. Oh, it's headed clear again by Balerdi. Sorry, Harry Kane, Balerdi again with the
that was not a good cross from Harry.
Come on, Tottenham, let's turn the fucking screw. Turn the screw. It's all Tottenham now. We've got 20 minutes, 25 minutes and change. Sonny. Oh, Sonny, what is that, my man? Oh, Jesus Christ, Sonny. You're playing like an absolute lemon, bro.
He is walking into the defence at this point.
His confidence is like collapsed. I'm glad that I took him out of my fantasy Premier League team on game week 2.
Yeah, I had to do it as well. It killed me to do it, but I had to do it too.
Somebody, sir, in the background, SUR wants to come on and join the stream. My man, we're not taking people on for the talk yet. If you want to come on at full time and have your say, mate, love to see you, but please turn your camera on as well. Pop back at the end of the game. More changes coming up. 77 for France is for Marseille is Amine Harit, who is is a professional footballer who plays for Marseille on loan from Schalke 04 and the Morocco national team, Moroccan international. Never heard of him.
No.
Looks like he's coming on. What position is he? He is a can't even see what position he is.
I'd imagine he's defensive because they're probably just going to try and shut up shop now.
Yeah. Marseille look exhausted as well, but they're doing a fairly decent job closing the door. Perisic, Longley even. Cross comes in, it's a good one towards Richarlison. Richarlison beaten to it again. Oh, the stubborn back three. They've got a real stubborn back three. Now Marseille can break. They're looking forward towards Guendouzi. And Decky gets back. Go on, Decky. Show some strength. Go on, Jim him. Yeah, that's it, son. That's it. Nobody is stronger than my man Decky. Nobody.
For a wiry guy, he's seriously he's dense, isn't he?
Yeah. No, he goes to I think he spends so long at the gym. Built like I don't know how he's built because he's quite wiry. He's quite tall and languid, but he's super strong.
And he's got the old handbags going on as he runs.
Yeah. Jonathan Klaus is coming off for Kolasinac. Kolasinac is a Bosnian player who plays at left back. So he's coming on more defensive again. And then
they really are shutting a shop. They want to take a point here.
I didn't see who the other one was. Said Kolasinac, and obviously it was that. This is the number 77, young fella, looks very young, the Moroccan guy. And he's coming on for, oh no, he must be a striker because he's coming on for Luis Suarez. Suarez, the Colombian, is coming off. And Amine Harit is coming on, but he must be something. He must be a forward. Oh, he's a midfielder. Yeah, they're really shutting up shop now, Marseille. They'll take a point, I guess, at this point. Wowzers. 85 of you guys watching right now. That's really cool. If anyone who hasn't already, could you smash that like button for me? And if you are on Facebook, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitter, hit the follow button. And if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We're only like 70 away now from 3,000 subscribers, which should be really cool to get to. Hopefully before we break up for the World Cup. It'd be really cool to break the 3,000 barrier. Here is
Tanganga's coming on.
Japhet Tanganga's coming on. Who was the other person? I didn't see the other two.
No, I was too busy being baffled by the Tanganga decision.
Romero, terrible cross, lazy. Looks really tired, that cross from
really languid, yeah.
Perisic just keeps it in play. Finds Eric Dyer.
Maybe if Tanganga's coming in to replace one of the carded players. We've got a few people now on a yellow.
Yeah, Eric Dyer. I'd imagine it must be for Eric Dyer because Eric Dyer, the only replacement we have for Eric Dyer is Tanganga, unless you consider Sanchez to be a utility player. And Eric Dyer can't play 50 games a season, can he? Here's Romero.
No, unless Langley is going in the middle and Tanganga's going out on the left. But then I don't know why you wouldn't bring on Davies.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about this beer. Lovely. I thought I was out of beer. And I just realised I've got half a bottle left. Lovely. Here's Longley to Perisic. Come on, Pezza. What are you going to do for me, Perry? Cross comes in. It's a delicious one into the box. Oh, it's well defended again. That guy is at the back post. Who is he? Guijo. Very good in the air. Very, very good in the air, Guijo. Conte's furious. He's absolutely fuming.
Davis is coming on. And so is Tanganga. So Davis is on for Langley. Is Tanganga coming on for Romero? Unbelievable. I mean, Romero's not had a great game, in fairness. I'm surprised Langley's going off, though. We've lost our distribution from the back now. That is bizarre.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. So, sorry, who were the players that were changed? Have they just happened? I've been looking elsewhere. Sorry.
Tanganga came on for Romero, and Davies came on for Langley. So our back three is
nothing different in the midfield, though. Okay.
No.
I'm not sure how that's going to help us get the goal, to be honest.
No.
Unless
having a fresh defense means that we can push forward more, but it's not as though Romero and Langley have been doing a lot of running anyway.
No. I'll win the ball back, Tottenham. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Here's Guendouzi. Guendouzi outside the box, looks left. Cuts the ball across. Oh, Jesus Christ, get rid of it!
Oh, my days. What are you at?
Oh, my God.
That is insane. Such an...
Oh, the new guy, Anime.
They were flapping about at the back there.
Anime Rabbit. Look at that. Cross comes in. Tanganga misses it. Ben Davies misses it completely. Perisic just about gets rid of it. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, that's the best chance of the game.
It's the best chance of the game. To Marseille. We have been absolutely fucking awful tonight. We're going to get our asses handed to us against Man City if we put in a performance like this.
Yeah. I can't. Now that they have Erling Haaland, I'm not expecting to win that game. I'm to be honest with you, there's no chance of it.
I'm supposed to be going up on a fucking 5-hour coach trip to Manchester, and then a 5-hour coach trip back, and then an hour in an Uber home from there at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Wow.
It's gonna be a long slug, and if we play like this, it's gonna be. I mean, don't get me wrong. Going away from home against Manchester City is always fun, right? But it's a long way to go to
get destroyed.
Yeah.
We have to rely on the fact that we're their bogey team. We really do. Like,
I don't think we'll get destroyed because we're very difficult to beat, aren't we? Like let's be honest.
That's true. We don't often concede more than one.
We're just not firing. None of our big boys are firing. Sonny looks like a half the player. Perisic, cross comes in. Richarlison! Yeah! Wow!
Oh, he's delighted he scored in the Champions League, baby. Love it.
What a finish!
Love it. Yes.
Come on! Is that a fucking pigeon? Rishi! Richarlison's got all the time in the world. Free header. Oh. Look at him. He's so happy. Big up, big man.
He's so glad he scored in the Champions League. He's scored a Champions League goal. He's delighted with himself. Yes, buddy. Yes.
Oh, come on. Lovely cross from Perisic. Ben Davies moves the ball forward, pulls the player out of position. Richarlison takes a dink and then puts a just delicious cross in. Richarlison's got to do so. The ball's behind him. He's got a twist to get the power on the ball. Look at the way it's just absolutely sublime. Absolutely sublime from Richarlison. He's got absolutely no one near him, though. Like, it's a free header, but he's still got a lot of work to do. He's got to do this. He's got to get his head behind and then generate that power. He does it, and look how happy he is, Adam. Richarlison's on the score sheet.
I tell you something, it's like football is such an incredibly strange thing to have in your life and experience. I hated Richarlison when he was playing for Everton. There was nobody in the Premier League I disliked more than him when he was playing for Everton. And now that he's playing for Spurs, I absolutely adore the man.
Absolutely love it.
It's crazy.
Well done, Eric Hoiberg getting back and defending corner kick now to Marseille. The coach is telling them, get up. But he's made his changes. He's taken off Luis Suarez. He's put on
Rabbit players.
Right, Rabbit. Oh, Harrit. Sorry, not Rabbit. Harrit. Amine Harrit, who's about their most offensive player, and Guendouzi. Oh God! Stay calm. Cross comes in. Oh, it's in a decent area now. Sonny can break. Go on, Sonny. Get the ball. Break. Look left towards Perisic. Decky's on the right. It's all Tottenham. Sonny, go, Sonny, go. Go, Sonny, put the right play. Oh, Sonny!
What are you doing, you jackass?
Oh, no. Referee. Sonny. Fucking hell, Sonny.
All the time in the world to make that through ball.
Oh, Sonny, you've got to be dropped. I'm sorry, mate. Like, after a while, not drop. Well, fuck it, dropped. He's playing like a shadow of himself.
Yep.
He's not the player he was last season or any other season. No. What's going on with him? His decision making is awful. His dribbling is like he doesn't even move the ball. Doesn't matter though. 1-0. Come on. Here's Harry Kane. Puts Perisic through. Cross comes in. This time it's cleared. Sonny brings the ball down. Chance for Sonny. Oh, he smashes it in. Block shot on the edge of the area. Here's Harry Kane again. Oh, Harry Kane, what have you done there? You're giving the ball away. Be careful, Tottenham. Be careful. 10 minutes to go. 11 minutes to go. Plus injury time. Wow. Sean is saying everybody hates Richarlison until he joins your team. Yeah, I wasn't in favour of us spending 60 million quid for him, Shawnee boy. But I've fallen in love with him in the last month and a half. He's up there with one of my favourite players now, I think, at Tottenham. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Such a hero.
Nick Brown saying, come on, put 1-0 before the game ends. It must have been just before. Oh, no, it can't be. 24Z saying, great header, for fuck's sake. Terry Wright saying, come on, you Spurs. Soren saying, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Elton saying, oh, was it?
That's what he should have wrote.
Yeah. I don't know how do you do that? How do you say? How do you say? How do you
PRU.
PRU.
PRU. Yeah.
Okay. Decky's got through. Chance for Decky. Puts a lovely ball in, but it's defended very well by who's that? Eric Craig. Bailly again. Bailly. Good player, Bailly. You know what? He's on loan from Manchester United. He's played very well today. Very, very astute in the air. Done pretty good. Done very well. Who else we got here? Terry Wright saying Sonny is a train wreck right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I love Sonny with all my heart, but he is absolutely showing himself
His
up.
confidence. I don't know what is going on. All he needs is one goal, though. Just one goal. I'd rather have him in the box. Chance for Harry Kane. No bueno. Here's is that Ben Davies or Perisic? Great ball! Great ball! Oh, he's done another one! He's done it again! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes!
Wow! Wow! Tottenham Hotspur fans! Richarlison! How do you do it? Look at him! He's doing it! He's doing the pigeon!
He's doing it!
Wow! And what a ball, by the way, once again.
Højbjerg, wasn't it?
Was it Højbjerg? I couldn't
I'm pretty
see
sure it's Højbjerg.
Is it Højbjerg? Wow. Absolutely insane. Guys,
in his very first Champions League game ever, he's got a brace. I absolutely love this man.
It's his Champions League debut.
Yep.
Who
His
put
first
that ball
ever
in?
Champions
What a
League.
header. What a
That's
header.
Højbjerg.
I didn't even know he was good in the air.
Oh yeah, he scored for Everton many a time with his head.
What a header. What a header. Unbelievable. Oh, that's
Brazilians
the game.
will be absolutely delighted for their main man now tonight. They really will. Pombu, they call him.
That's
Pombu.
it. That's it. We can't surely because we can't throw this away now. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We were better in the second half. I did say.
Yeah. It's an unusual trend for this season.
I just think that when you're a team like Marseille that does, I know they're sending off change things a little bit. We got Jed Spence coming on
And Doherty, baby.
and Matt Doherty. Both Jed Spence and no, sorry, it's Basuma. My bad. Sorry,
Basuma and Doherty.
And Matt Doherty making his debut for the season. Come on, Dockers. Good for you, my man. Get Richarlison off. Give him a round of applause. Give him a standing ovation. I want to hear this. I'm going to turn it up for a second. I don't care if I get demonised. Let me turn that back up. Turn that bad boy up.
They're singing to the chorus of Antonio.
Unbelievable.
Antonio.
We haven't got a Richarlison song yet. Have we? That Richarlison song that those guys sing with the guitar.
He's Brazilian. He costs around 50 million. When you see him, you think he's brilliant. Richarlison.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm going to put that on mute again so I don't get done. Here, Sonny, look. I don't want to get demonetised. I don't care, to be honest. I don't care about the money. There's no money.
There's no money.
Benton call to Decky. Decky's got all the time in the world. Go on, Decky. Harry Kane's on his right-hand side. He finds it's still not the greatest pass. He looks inside. It's a handball ref. He charges inside. Oh, it's got to be a handball referee.
It wasn't in a natural position, in fairness.
Yeah, okay. There's my scoreboard. I didn't change the scoreboard. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck's sake. Completely fucked up there, didn't I?
You have one job, Sean.
I know. Appreciate that, Leah Cooper. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. Aussie 12 wrote the dopes. Yeah, listen, I do think that obviously the sending off changed the game, but I also think that it's typical of a team that does the high press. But you need to hang on. I did say it. You need to hang on in the first half a little bit. I didn't think they pressed all the way through, but by the end of the first half, you could see they were a bit tired. And then even if the sending off hadn't happened, I still think Tottenham would eventually get control of the game like we have. The sending off obviously helped out cause, but here's a chance for
Bentancur back to die. Thank God.
Come on, let's keep a clean sheet now. 3-0. I had a £10 bet on 3-0 earlier, so
No way.
Yeah, I didn't think it would come in, but I just needed a. I'm not sure. I think I got like 11 to 1 odds on it or something. So nice little cheeky £100.
Happy days.
If we can get one more, if not, I don't mind. Wowzers!
I can't even see the board. Who's coming off?
Board's not working. That guy who's the bald guy there, who's got that.
Sonny.
Yeah, and Bentancur.
Bentancur for Basuma on for Bentancur and Doherty on for Sonny.
Doherty on for Sonny. So what's that mean? Doherty would go to left wing back?
No, Doherty goes right wing back. Kulusevski goes forward.
The crowd are still giving him a massive round of applause. Terrible game from Sonny. I'm sorry, mate. Absolutely fucking awful.
He knows full well he was diabolical. He really has to change stuff up.
How many subs is that for Tottenham now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 used.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to see. Although only 6 minutes to go.
We never see it in the Premier League.
No, we haven't. I think we saw it once in the Southampton game.
The very first game, yeah. Right at the 88th minute, we brought on everybody.
Yeah.
Just to give them a couple of minutes. Because we were thrashing them 4-1 at that stage.
Japit Tanganga finds the ball. Oh, Harry Kane, he puts Decky away. Go on, Decky. Get me my £100 you get. Oh, he's run out of steam.
He pushed it a little too far ahead of himself, but
Sarabia does really well. We get the free.
It's our ball. We get
done.
the throw.
More subs for Marseille. I think now they're bringing on the attackers. It looks like was that Jordan Veretout coming off of Papa Guai, I think his name is, and I think that looked like Alexis Sanchez coming on. I think no, it can't be, can it? It's not Alexis Sanchez, is it? Samuel. Oh no, it's Chenzing Under, the guy, the Turkish man. He's a striker, or he's more of a midfielder, but attacking midfielder. Superb from Tottenham in the end, but actually the game, I'm not going to say superb from Tottenham. We got the job done, but
it's superb from Richarlison.
Superb from Richarlison, yeah. But the game left a lot. Like the performance again left quite a lot to be desired. To be honest, here comes the cross chance. Oh, that's flipped over the top from Tanganga. Never would have thought Tanganga would have won me some money.
Trying to get in on the act.
Richarlison, 76-81. That's exactly what you want from your man. We're both happy chappies now, my man Sean. We're both happy chappies. But I'll be honest, first half performance, like I say, I get it. When you're playing against a team that does the high press, you have to kind of hang in there and wait until they get tired. It's a common theme. However, this Marseille team wouldn't finish in the top half of the Premier League. They probably would finish 13th, 14th. They're no better than Wolves. They're no better than, player for player anyway. But they play well as a team. Got to be honest. And Guendouzi does control quite a lot. And I thought Veretout was really good today, and I thought Longier was very good. They just dominated the midfield in the first half. I also think their centre backs were very good in the air, tolerated a lot, and defended really well. But ultimately, the sending off changed the game. And I also think that they got tired from doing the high press, and then eventually. It still took 2 moments of magic, though, from Richarlison. Here's Harry Kane. Harry Kane looks for Decky. Go on, Dex! Oh, referee!
That's taken down. Come on. It's always more difficult to break down a 3 at the back than a 4 at the back anyway, because of how tight they are. So, I mean, you do kind of have to wait and wear them down. You can only, like, regardless of where they would fit in the Premier League, you can only play the team that's in front of you. And, you know, whatever way they are setting up, whatever way they like to play, you have to set up for that. And at the end of the day, if the strategy was take it easy until the end of the game and then go hell for leather when they're knackered, then it worked.
Yeah, 100%. Sean is saying, funny how Adam's hero Sonny has gotten crap. And his villain, Pierre Hooiberg, Hoisin Sauce, is doing so well. Yeah. I don't know how good I think Hooiberg's played today. I'm going to get up the sofa score, so when this is done, we can have a look, see. But
he's going to be higher on now than he was a few minutes ago, because that delicious cross for the second goal was.
It was his, was it?
That
was his.
Yeah.
It was him, wasn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Napoli 4-1 up. Ajax beat Rangers 4-0 tonight. Apparently they looked absolutely delicious. Atletico Madrid and FC Porto are 0-0 at the moment with a red card to someone at Porto. Club Bruges have got 1-0 lead over Leverkusen as they're entered into injury time as well. Barcelona are 5-1 up against Victoria Pilsen. Inter Milan have lost 2-0 or losing 2-0 at home to Bayern Munich. Sporting Lisbon smashed Frankfurt 3-0. And Tottenham Hotspur are, as we know, so move into injury time, 2-0 up. Against Marseille. Here's Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty playing on the right. So how has that formation changed with Sonny coming up? Is it just are they put?
Doherty's gone, like, Basuma Bentancur is a straight swap, and then Doherty's come in to right wing back, pushing Kulusevski forward, because Kulusevski had come on for Emerson.
That's right. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. But Perisic is still on at left wing back.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get his game against Man City now.
Who?
Perisic.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think Sessegnon will. But Perisic has gone up to 7.2 right now. Richarlison's got an 8.5 out of 10.
Very fair. Very fair.
I'm so pleased for the man. So pleased for him. That's a brilliant thing. Sonny's going to be spitting feathers as well about that one. Pardon the pun about the pigeon, but Sonny is going to be like. Not only did he play particularly poorly, but Richarlison to get the 2 goals, and for Decky to come on and do what Decky does. Listen, if you're a meritocracy, you have to judge, what have you done for me lately? And Sonny, here's Guendouzi quickly looking for a chance. Let's keep a clean sheet, boys. Come on, keep a clean sheet. Stay tight at the back. Cross comes in, rid of it. Oh, well done. Oh, ref, get out of the way. Get out the fucking way, bro.
It's Conte mocking him.
Fucking ref. Could have put me through, get my 3rd goal, you bastard. Never mind. It's absolutely pissing down where I am, mate. Is it raining where you are?
It was earlier.
Pissing down.
I woke up this morning to thunder.
Let me sort out some man of the match stuff. Let me get into the other things. Who do you want to put up as man of the match, my man?
Richarlison, man.
It's got to be, isn't it? But
Absolutely.
I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother putting the poll out there. It's Matt Doherty chance! Oh, Dockers! Wowzers! Matt Doherty comes straight back in and will get a chance to get his 3rd. Come on, Matt! That's my chance to make £100. You get. Leah Cooper. So you're saying that Marseille are no better than the scum or wet spam? Well, yeah, I mean, Arsenal. Oh, that's got to be offside, surely, by Harry Kane. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was an absolutely abysmal effort from Harry Kane.
Slightly selfish, my man. Slightly selfish. He knows it. Leah, am I saying, listen, I mean, West Ham are probably, you know what, mate? It's so weird. There's so many teams this season that play well but lose. And there's so many teams that are
beating other teams you wouldn't expect. It's going to be a really difficult season, a difficult league to predict. But I personally think that I said it all in the summer. Everyone, I had this back and forth with Alex THFC, who absolutely loves and waxes lyrical about Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, and I was saying the entire summer, Leicester's a flash in the pan. And whilst they did very well, chance for Marseille. Chance! No! Oh, I don't know how we.
Who fell over?
Ben Davies falls over, and it somehow
Unbelievable.
saves the ball. He hits him on the body. I think he slips. It must be raining. Is it raining there? It must be raining. It's pissing down here, and I'm about 60 miles away from the game. It must be absolutely pissing down there as well. But he slips. Well done, Bissouma. Nice block.
And
that's
it's over.
it. That's the game. Come on! Guys!
We did what we had to
Champions
do.
League. We're back, and we start with I'm not going to call it a bang. I'll call it a crackle or a pop. It was. It was.
Are we at the top of our group? I know.
No. Sporting Lisbon will be top, but
Oh yeah, 3 goals.
Away from home as well. Away from home at Frankfurt. That's a tough one. Let me stick the link out there. If you guys want to come on and have your say, you're more than welcome to. There's the link. Let me pin it. Let me pin it to the top of the message board. If you do want to come on, if you're not someone that I've seen before, please come on with your camera so that we can see your face. Also, guys, smash the like button for me if you're on YouTube. Let the algorithm know that you appreciate the show. If you did, or the dislike button if you didn't. I hope you won't hit that one, but show some emotion for the show. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you're on Facebook, welcome. This is, like I say, one of the first times I've really focused on Facebook today. And there's been a massive amount of engagement. Very strange, but I really appreciate it. Hit the follow button. Hit that like button as well. I'll be making sure that every time I upload content, usually I just focus on YouTube, guys, but for the Facebook crew, I will be uploading a ton of videos that I do every week. I'll be deliberately uploading it now to the Facebook channel. So if you want to follow the Spurs Talk Show on Facebook, then that would be awesome. Adam, let me, before anyone comes back in, I'm imagining that Jacob and Soren will come back in. Overall thoughts, my man?
My main and overwhelming thought is just absolute delight and pride for Richarlison. Seriously, for him to come in. He's, we know how influential he's been in the Premier League over the last few years. He dragged Everton out of the relegation zone last season all by himself. The guy is a tremendous player, but for him to, and he's won things with Brazil as well, but for him to finally get his first game ever in the Champions League, he's crying on the screen right now. He's with his family and he's absolutely bawling his eyes out. His first ever Champions League game, and he's scored a brace. He's scored a brace and he's won to get his first ever Champions League game for Spurs. He is absolutely overwhelmed, and so he should be. What an absolute legend.
I love you, my man. I absolutely love that guy. That's so brilliant to see. And look at Perisic giving him that round of applause, giving him a hug. Getting a standing ovation as well. Standing ovation. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. Let me replace it with Sofa Score. And we'll come to that when we are good and ready.
What I hear.
I mean, it's raining there, is it? I can see it now. Yeah, everyone's soaking wet.
The drenched, yeah.
Wow. Just showing around Napoli smashed Liverpool 4-1. It was brilliant to see. See you, Liverpool. Unbelievable. Derek Smith's in the house. Happy with that, gents. Yeah, nice one, Deza. So am I, my man. So am I. Liverpool got anally penetrated. Wow. That is the nicest way of saying that I've ever written or read in my life.
And yet somehow they're not at the bottom of their group because Rangers have a goal difference of -4.
Who else is in their group?
Ajax are first, Napoli second, Liverpool third, Rangers fourth.
Wow. We've got a new man coming to the show today. First time on the channel.
Richard Pugh. Is it Richard Pugh? Is that how I say
It
your
is.
name?
Yeah,
How you
perfect.
doing, buddy?
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you very much. I'm just calming down a little bit. That was a bit of the craziness. I thought we would turn up today. I thought we would play like we did against Fulham. I was wrong.
Didn't happen, did it? Not in the first half, at least. I think we were much better in the second half, but still not. We still didn't really get nothing was really clicking. At least it certainly wasn't clicking well. But what are your thoughts on? Do you want to give some credit to Marseille for just the way that they played, like the high press, the high energy stuff? It does make it difficult to play against, although it's not generally something that a team can sustain for 90 minutes. So you have to just kind of ride it out a little bit and hope that you don't concede. And I think we did that, fairly well in the first half, but generally it was quite frustrating. What are your thoughts, my man?
Well, Marseille, a lot of people said that they're going to be difficult anyway. They showed that they're difficult, and they're missing two of their best players.
Yeah.
If Alexis Sanchez and Payet were on that pitch, we could have been 2 or 3 down in the first half.
Yeah.
Because they just kept on giving the ball away, and that's the thing that frustrates me. If we've got two ways of playing. We play possession, where we just knock the ball around really slowly. We don't play with any pace, and we try and break them down. Or we play on the counter, which is obviously what they tried to play today.
Yeah.
But they just weren't on target. There wasn't a lot of successful passes. And Son just looks like he's a chicken with his head cut off at the moment.
Yeah. What do you guys want to like? What's the solution for Sonny? Like he looks like half the man that he was last season. He gets the ball, when he wants to shoot, it's a block shot. He doesn't even create, and doesn't that little thing he used to do where he'd shift his weight and then knock the ball half a yard on the inside and then create space for himself. He's not doing that. His first touch is awful, and then when he's dribbling at the moment, he's predictable. Like 3 or 4 times tonight, he was just snuffed out by Mbemba before he got subbed, before he got sent off, and then also by Bailly. What's the solution here? Because we need Sonny back to full fitness. Do we stick with it, Rich, and know that he's going to come good? Class's permanent form is temporary, or do you have to give him a rest for a while?
I think he's going to start against City because he plays well against City. Even when he's off form, he plays well against City. But if he doesn't do anything against Man City and we lose or we get routed out, then I think he's got to sub him and he's got to play Kane, Richarlison, Kulusevski and try that 3 up front. And just to give him, just sit him down and say, look, he's all up in his head. It reminds me of when Dele Alli started going down. He got all up in his head. His confidence was shot. He wasn't doing the things that made him successful.
Yeah,
and that's the thing with Son. Like we saw him with that 3-on-3 break in the second half. He was running at them, and he didn't release the ball quick enough.
Yeah,
Son of old would probably just ran straight into the box and put it in the corner, or would have released Perisic early, and Perisic would have given it back when he was in the box.
Yeah.
But instead, he just ran into the player, which reminds me of like young Raheem Sterling, all run but no end product. And
yeah.
Taking that step back. I think.
So do you think there's a consequence? Look, it's not just about. I think that the and I'll bring Adam in this one as well. Adam, I'll come to you first actually, and then I'll come back to Rich. Adam, like for me, there's consequences to your actions in life, and I think if we allow Sonny to carry on playing at the expense of somebody else, which it always has to be, right? Whether it's Decky that sits on the bench, whether it's Richarlison that's benched. Like you can't bench Richarlison after tonight. Surely he has to start. And so you have to make the choice of whether you stick with Sonny or you bring on Decky. And when Decky came on, he looked busy, electric and alive and creative and does all the things that we know Decky can do. It's more, to me, the conversation is a little bit deeper than just stick with Sonny because, Sonny. Like if you stick with him, it means somebody else isn't getting their chance. Adam, and I agree with Rich that Sonny plays well against Man City, and in a normal system, Man City are going to be, if they lose the ball, then there'll be space behind to break. But the Sonny that we saw tonight, I don't know. Even if he gets the ball and breaks, I don't know if he puts it away anyway.
Look, you can't give Sonny 0 minutes because he's Sonny. At the end of the day, like 5-6 bad games. What's this now? Actually, probably 7 bad games.
Yeah.
Cannot take away from 7 amazing years that we had with him, and he improved every time. Every season he kept building and building and building upon what he had. At the moment, his confidence is clearly shot. We've spoken before about the fact that the formation may be stifling him a little bit, but today he had the ball on so many occasions, and nothing to do with being in position or out of position. He was just running directly into the opposition and giving them the ball. I can't believe the amount of times we saw that, where he's literally running into players and getting dispossessed, and it was just so heartbreaking to watch. And I think so I don't think we can blame anything other than Sonny. I think it's what it comes down to is he's not got his shooting boots on. He's had his confidence shaken, and we don't want to punish him for 7 bad games when he's had 7 amazing years, and B, you don't want to damage his confidence even more when what we want is Sonny to come back at full strength. So I'm not saying don't rotate him. I'm just saying I think Conte will know how to manage it. But I'm saying, regardless of what he chooses to do, we have to do what's best for Sonny to return to form. And does that mean letting him rest for 60 minutes and bring him on after 60 minutes in the Man City game, or does that mean let him go and try and do what he does against Man City and start putting goals away? Ultimately, what we got to do is get him back to his to get him back feeling like his old self again. And I'm not sure what the solution to that is right now, but I think Conte will make sure that he's prioritizing that, because we do need Sonny back in the form that he finished last season in.
Yeah, no, I'll take your point, my man. Rich, do you agree with Adam?
Yeah, I mean, you look at Son over a season, and like he did this last season. He didn't start well last season. And it took him a while to get into most games. He does that. He's been doing that for 7 years. This is nothing new for us. This is nothing new for Sonny. Yeah, we were expecting Sonny to hit the ground running because he ended the season really, really well. But, he's going to come good. It will happen. We all know it will happen.
Yeah.
It's just about making sure that we're still getting the results in the meantime if he's on the field. It's not like he's doing terribly. He's still making runs. He's still putting the defenders off. Just like Kane. Kane for Richie's first goal, he ran onto the left-hand side, pulled 2 defenders with him. Richie just stepped back, completely free in the box. Son does the same kind of things in the box when somebody else gets free. So you can't knock him for the off-the-ball stuff. But
yeah,
just he's got to come good with the ball at his feet.
I don't know how you bring back his confidence. He's a confidence player, clearly. I don't think I've said this before. I feel like for me, he is not dealing well with the idea of his position being under threat. I think he's, as much as he's a humble, down-to-earth guy, I think maybe the pressure that his father puts on him, maybe the fact that he's never had to worry about his place in at international level, nor at Tottenham over the last 8 or 9 years. I'm not saying that he's got an ego, because he seems very down to earth, but some part of him must always feel like if you chip away at that, I don't think he's ever had to be chipped away at, and to see how he reacts. For me, it's a difficult one, because I don't want him to spiral into to become even worse if you make the wrong decision. But that's why Conte's paid the big bucks. Him and his team of sports psychologists, I'm guessing, will have to figure out a way to get his his shooting boots on the training ground or something, whatever it is. Give the guy a couple of days off, let him go away. I don't know, do whatever, but he needs to come back. I tend to agree with you guys that he still needs to play against Manchester City, but if he doesn't perform against Manchester City, I think after that, then the next game we've got is Sporting away. After that, I think it's Sporting away. Yeah, it must be.
It's Frankfurt and then Sporting, because we're doing back.
Frankfurt first, is it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. So Frankfurt away. If he doesn't do it against Manchester City, then I think you have to probably rotate and give Sonny, because Sonny hasn't been on the bench yet, has he? He's not come off the bench. So let's have a quick look.
Oh, sorry, go on, Rich. Sorry, mate.
I was just going to say, considering how poor Frankfurt were today at home against Sporting, I wouldn't be so quick to drop him if he plays bad against City, because if he's playing up against a team that are not on form and that we can get at, Frankfurt could be that game where he just comes good. And then you've got Leicester after that, and you've got a bit of a, I wouldn't say an easier run, because we've still got to go to the Emirates, I think, after the Leicester game.
Yeah.
But the games that it's about picking and choosing. You can't change a winning team. You know, that's why he's kept with Emerson at right back. And I know there's a lot of people that rag on Emerson, but he plays out of his skin at the moment for somebody that's not a wing back. But it's the same with Sonny. He's starting in a winning team. So
I think it is. I think it is Sporting next, my man. It is.
Is it?
Yeah, we got Man City away on the 10th, and then we got Sporting away on the Tuesday at 5:45. Early game on Tuesday, and then I think we do back to back. So I think we go away against Frankfurt and then home against. Yeah, and then that's right.
It would have been better to be the other way, actually, because Sporting absolutely spanked Frankfurt. So it would have been good to have Frankfurt away and Sporting at home and try and get that 9 points in the bag before we, because if we're going to go now face Marseille at their place and Sporting at their place, you'd want them to be towards the end when you're already kind of wrapped up the group.
Yeah, Marseille fans, I'm sure they're going to be. Listen, I had the chance to get tickets to Marseille away. I don't want to go there. No disrespect to anyone who's from France or listening to this, but I've heard that Marseille is a pretty rough town, and I wouldn't want to go there. Not for the faint-hearted. Wilson T saying, "Big up, Wilson." He's saying Marseille fans are an absolute disgrace. Obviously we can't hear. I haven't heard what's going on. Is there trouble outside the ground or something? Is that what's being spoken about? Or
it's probably Joey Barton. he was in Marseille. He was in Marseille fans.
Yeah. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Derek Smith saying Sonny's just in a dip. When he comes back and starts scoring, then it will be all systems go. Derek, I agree with you that you have to play yourself out of form, but at the same time, there's an opportunity cost. And obviously, like I said before on the show last Thursday with Dave, there's something I'm sure you guys know Schrodinger's cat, right? That you can't know you can't be in two states at the same time. You can't know what the outcome would be had Sonny not been played today. You can't know what the outcome would be. You can only make one decision and go with it, but there is an opportunity cost. If Sonny doesn't start in the next game or the game after, and whoever comes in for him, whether it's Decky or Richarlison, goes and bangs in a hat-trick, people will reflect and think, well, we could have had that before. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's just a problem. Like in life, you can't be in two places at once or know two outcomes. So, but I hear what you're saying, Derek. It is a dip, it is a blip, but I don't know how long we have to tolerate it before we give other people a chance that seem to be hungry. Jam saying, well, that game was boring. Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? 24Z saying, I think Kane, Kulu, Rishi would look very good due to Kulu's swinging ball, and creativity from Rishi's headers and link-up play. Yeah, I agree, my man. I'm more than happy. I really want to see the three of them tried. I really do. I do agree with Richard and Adam, though, that I think that against Man City, you probably still have to give Sonny the berth. And then after that, whatever happens, after that, I do want to see at some point the three of them tried together. Because I feel a little bit sorry for Decky to get dropped again today.
Imagine we go at the Etihad on Saturday and Sonny scores a hat-trick.
Yeah.
And we've beaten 3-2. All of this goes away. Everything goes away. We're just... Sonny's back on form, and none of this talk will happen. But it's the same situation that we've had with loads of players, with Soldado, with Bergwijn, with Janssen. Sometimes they just need a goal to go in. However, shin, knee, bum, whatever, just something to go in the net. That's done. They can crack on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Adam, are we being a little bit harsh on Sonny? Sonny drew the red card tonight, right, which changed the game. It was a little deft touch, right? A little deft touch that if he missed the ball and Mbemba gets there and clears it out, it was a brilliant little touch, and it was his pace that got in there, because Mbemba's not slow. So maybe we should give Sonny a little bit more credit for, he might not have scored the goal or did done too much when the ball was at his feet, but he was responsible for the red card.
That's absolutely true, and it's like I said, 7 bad games doesn't undo 7 good years, and the fact is, he may need, like, we know he loves a goal against Man City. He may need to to just keep being played and play through this blue patch or whatever you'd call it. So he, it's gonna take Conte's master workmanship to try and figure out what exactly this is going to get him through. But I don't doubt for a second that Sonny is there's still an epically world-class player in there, and in that match you saw glimmers of it when he's got the afterburners on, because it's like there's not many players that are capable of doing that. The problem is, I don't think it's harsh to say that Sonny had a terrible game when he's running into players with the ball and getting dispossessed incessantly. He was more of a hindrance than a help in 90% of the match, and that's just true. Do you know what I mean? So I hear you. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go. I'm going to bring up the stats in just a second. Let me just crunch through some of these comments, and then we'll get the comments, get the stats up to have a look at. Spursy saying, "Come on, you Spurs! We were crap. They were crap. The ref was crap." Rishi is our man. Tears with his family. He's got the heart that made the difference. He really has, man. Like, listen, I've fallen in love with the guy. I'll hold my hands up. I was completely wrong about his signing. I spent most of the summer not being on board it. And I said it's going to take quite a bit for me to turn around and think that there's 60 million quid worth of value there. But I've fallen in love with him. So I'm so happy to be wrong. Wolvesy saying, what's happening, Wolvesy? Good to see you, my man. Love you, buddy. He's saying, and for God's sake, let Conte tell Kane he can't take those free kicks. Again, great chance to score, and Kane, horrible free kick. We said it, didn't we, Adam? It's going to be 80% into the wall, 20% over the top, but that's the only 2 outcomes from a free kick. And he's all out, and even he's all other standards Spurs talent. Yeah, of course, he's brilliant, but he needs to step away. Sonny should have had it.
Me about that free kick was you saw that beautiful little gap on our right, their left, where their wall was, just to bend it slightly round the wall into the top corner. Any free kick taker would have put that in exactly that spot. But yeah, we don't have a free kick taker. Our free kick taker's in the under 23.
Eric Dyer. Well, yeah. Who's that? Jed Spence?
No. Harvey White.
Oh, Harvey White. Yeah. He's apparently he's spectacular. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't think we'll see him this season, but hopefully next season. Jace is in the house. What's happening, Jace? I haven't seen you for a while, my man. He says, seriously got away with one again. We're dead at City. Oh, God. Yeah, look, we need to up the game. But listen, we're a very hard team to beat. We don't concede very often. And Manchester City can, if we can restrict them to hitting the ball, from 25 yards, like we restricted Marseille, like we've restricted every team this season, then... I think they'll be okay. We've got to be really boring at Manchester City. Sit back, and then when we can get the ball, do what we always do. Break. The thing that I worry about is,
Haaland is the key there.
But Haaland scored. Like Haaland, if you look at the goals that Haaland scores, he gets into ridiculously good positions, close and tight. Tottenham just need to keep Manchester City outside the box, right? And if so, Haaland doesn't score. I don't think he scored any goals outside the box. All of his goals most of them have been inside the 6-yard box. So I'm worried. I'm terrified. But I think that if we can be stubborn and belligerent in the defence, then we can really frustrate City, and then hopefully we can break. I don't feel quite as bad as. Sorry, Rich, go on, mate.
You've got Kuti to take care of Haaland. If you want somebody to take care of the best striker in the world, you have a stoic shithouse Argentinian centre back. He ain't gonna take nothing from that guy.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit worried about him though, man. I think Romero's he's not been fantastic, has he, today? And he wasn't fantastic against Fulham.
His last 2 games have been dodgy. Yeah, he went missing quite a lot in that game, and there's a few very bad decisions, a few bad runs. Maybe he's just not back to full form yet. Hopefully, he will be by the time.
Yeah, he had that little injury. There is one thing I wanted to say to Craig Bowler. It's saying that he should just 10-12. He said he should have just let Son go instead of bringing him down. I think if Son is not brought down there, he scores. I think he's balling that.
Yeah.
One-on-one with Pau Torres. He trained against Pau Torres for an entire year. He knows the keeper. Keeper's not too bad, but he looked shaky today. I thought he was all over the place, and Son could have probably.
Sorry?
The Pau Torres, their keeper.
Pau Lopez. Sorry. Yeah. So not Pau Torres. Pau Torres is a defender for Villarreal. Yeah, that's all right. Lopez is a good goalkeeper. I didn't think it was a red card, if I'm honest. It was right out. It was on the right side of the box. Like, I'll take the red card. Don't get me wrong, but I would, if it was a Tottenham player that was sent off for that, I don't think that was a goal scoring opportunity necessarily, because it was right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Like, I would say, on the right hand side.
There was nobody there, nobody else there. There wasn't another defender covering. So he's the last man. It's a professional foul when you bring him down like that. So by letter of the law, and obviously this ref was being a bit too letter of the law today. He was always going to send him off. I'm actually surprised that Emerson didn't get booking for picking up his red card.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that as well, actually. Yeah, because if he did that, if he picked it up and did that, he would have got a yellow card himself, wouldn't he? 100%. Shawnee's off to bed. Good night, mate. Thanks for stopping by this evening. Wiley Kath is saying every player has ups and downs, but having Son is better because Kane and Son take the pressure from the others. Yeah, interesting. Chris Welsh is saying Marseille is a naughty place to go. Some of their fans are crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't. I think you have to be a hardcore Tottenham fan to want to spend too much time there. Especially if you do go there, don't wear your Tottenham kit and try and learn some French to not give away the fact that you're English on the night. But Craig Bowler's saying Son isn't having a dip. He's in free fall. Wow. Ricky's saying the ref was a shit house. I thought. Cockeyed TV, Golden Cockerel, what's happening, my man? He says, is R9 the best Charlie to come from South America? No, there's been some pretty good Charlie that's come from South America over the years, my man.
I don't know. Is he better than I've heard.
I've heard. I don't know. I've never partaken. Ron Vidiak saying the only thing I heard from the commentator was Son's run made opponents get a red card and that Son's goal will eventually start coming from the commentator. Yeah. Let me see who else I said hello to quickly in this one. Wiley Cass saying Son and Kane should stop being selfish and start passing to each other. Who is more on open space? Because this season, both of them are being so selfish when they can pass to each other, I feel. Adam, do you think that there's a problem with selfishness, both like the front two trying to get their own relevant, monkeys off their backs? Or
I am a little bit concerned that you're looking at two people who are now desperate to repeat their Golden Boot victories. I think that we may end up seeing them be a little bit more interested in their own accolades now. This is the first time that Sonny's ever gotten it, and now he realizes that he's capable. And Kane knows what he's able to do. It's going to be so devastating if we watch their partnership split as a result of personal ambition, as opposed to teamwork. It really is going to be awful, and I am very afraid that that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, 100%. Then we just get through some of these, and then I think we're done. Arsenal Gamer saying Son is class, just needs to go. Welcome, Mr. Arsenal man. Hope you're okay, my man. Thanks for stopping by. Ricky saying, of course, it's a red. Last man, and he didn't touch the ball. Fair enough. I understand. I get where you're coming from. I just thought that he wasn't necessarily through. He still had a lot. If the guy had missed Sonny and Sonny had touched the ball, he had a lot of work to do, considering the position on the pitch he was in. But the ref was shit.
Cut back in. That's all.
Yeah, but he was running at full pace. His next touch would have to have slowed down, and there was a cut. I don't know. Listen, if it was a Tottenham defender that was given a red for that, I would be spitting feathers. So I just call it as I see it, but doesn't mean that I'm right. Beyond 72 says, wear a Chris Waddle shirt. Yeah, exactly. Confuse them. And then say, I don't speak English or I don't speak French. Can someone pull down those disgusting pride flags all over the stadium? What does being gay have to do with football? Okay, no politics, my man. We had half a night on the weekend. I'm happy enough, and it's all good. Yeah, same. Rudy Toot says Conte needs to bang Son and Kane's heads together. They must stop going for their own personal glory and resume their partnership. Hollywood Hotspur's back in the house. What's happening, Hollywood? I haven't seen you for a while, my man. Good to see you. So I thought our midfield was lacking, especially against 10 men. Yeah, I thought the midfield was. I just think it was overrun today. I think it was overrun. Let's have a quick look, see guys, at the.
Kane should be playing deeper. I'm telling you, Kane should be playing behind Son. Son should be playing a bit more centrally.
You want your strikers to be shooting, but you also want them to be thinking about what position they're in. Some of the Kane shots, he had 3 defenders around him. There's no way he's getting that through them. He needs to lay that off. But I'm not a professional footballer.
Kane is pretty much as good a playmaker as Kevin De Bruyne. Like Kane can play anywhere from 8 to 10 to 9, and because we don't have anyone that can play that number 8/10 role, it needs to be him. And Sonny can be the one who can be scoring the goals.
His name is Harvey White. I'm telling you.
You think he's ready?
Oh yeah.
Really?
If he gets an opportunity, he will massively take that.
Really interesting. I saw when we saw him play left back. Who was it against? Was it against Seville or Roma? I forget who it was against when he came on in the pre-season, and he played like 25 minutes at left back. I thought he was brilliant, but it was a pre-season friendly. Don't know if he's ready. But listen, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing Alfie Devine as well in the next couple of years. Let's spend a couple of seconds, guys, looking at the stats of the game. In the end, it figured out to be 50-50. We're seeing the first half we were 60-40 down, and we must have got 60-40, I guess, in our possession in the second half. Was it that? Yeah, there you go. Second half, 59-41. Total shots on goal, 18 to their 9. Only 2 shots on target, though. Both of them obviously goals. That's a problem, isn't it? 18 shots on target, 7 of them off target, 9 of them block shots, 2 of them on target, both of them goals, 5 corners, a lot of fouls given away. I didn't.
We only get 2 yellow cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. The yellow cards were
Eric Dyer,
Dyer,
and
let's have a look. Hang on.
Bentancur.
It was Sonny and Eric Dyer.
Oh, Sonny, yeah.
When we should have had a corner.
Yeah.
Big chances, 1. Shots inside the box, 11. We had 11 shots inside the box, and 9 of them were either blocked or off target. That's a woeful performances from our forwards. In the end, we managed to catch up on the passing. We were, like I said, I think we had 100 less than them in the first half. Let me get it up. Actually, we can see it. First half, 2-3-7 versus 3-2-2. Second half, 13 shots on goal in the second half.
We must have had way more passes than them. Yeah.
260 versus 187. Pass accuracy was completely reversed. Look, second half, 81% to them, 91% to ours. First half, it was 81% to us, 91% to them. Tale of 2 halves, guys. Tale of 2 halves.
You'd really wonder what Conte does say to these players at halftime, because it's been the status quo this season that they come out and play significantly better after the halftime whistle.
Yeah, apart from West Ham.
No, I didn't think we played very well in the first half against West Ham either. Fulham, we were at it from the start,
from the get-go. Yeah.
I think in West Ham again. I think Tottenham, West Ham. I think we were better in the first half, but we were awful in the second half. But look at that, long balls in the second half, 9 from 12. That's better. That's what you want to see. Crosses still absolutely awful. What's our long balls there? 3 from 17, 18% cross completion. That's something we need to work on. I thought Perisic was. We'll look at the individuals in a second. Dribbles 4
that's
from
Emerson.
That's from Emerson as well. Yeah, 4 from 11 crosses. 36%. 111 times we lost the ball to their 113. Aerial duels, we slightly edged it. Tackles, it's interesting that we actually had more tackles than them. Interceptions, they dominated, and clearances was about 50-50. Who do you want to start with, guys? We haven't got to go through all 11 of them, but who's the players you want to look at? Should we look at Emerson Royale first? See what he did.
Yeah, he gets a lot of stick, so let's see what his actual stats are.
He won 6 out of 7 ground duels tonight.
Defensively, he was brilliant as always. I didn't have an issue with him whatsoever. People are so biased against him for whatever reason because the stats don't show that he had a poor game.
He only made 1 cross and it wasn't successful. He did put it into a good area though, from memory. So
no, he put it behind Perisic. He was running forward, and even Perisic.
That's right.
Perisic was actually showing, and after the ball went behind him, he turned around and showed him the direction where he wanted it. He was like, "This way, please."
I'm just hoping Perisic can actually teach him a thing or two, and he can progress.
Yeah.
Made 4 tackles. It's important. Dribbles is 1 out of 1, and he was good with 66% of his. Not a lot to talk about there. He made a key pass as well. I forget whichever that key. I don't remember the key pass that led to the shot. My memory doesn't work like that, but a fairly solid. They gave him a 7.3. We'll do the player ratings. I'll do the player ratings tomorrow for everybody. Let's have a look at Perisic on the other side. Where were these crosses then? We had like 19 crosses in the game. Emerson only had 1. Eamon Perisic had 6. 2 of them were complete.
I think Romero had a few. Langley had a few. Probably them.
Kulusevski probably had quite a few as well.
We'll take a look. Perisic, woeful defensively. 1 from 5. Lost the ball 12 times. 3 clearances. He was dribbled past 3 times. All of them in the first half. 72% pass accuracy. 3 key passes. We know he's good going forward. We definitely know he's good going forward. 3 passes that led to shots. But we had 19 shots, right? So, and the vast majority of them were blocked or off target. So, not his fault. But he made the pass that led to the shot.
He did not have a good game. His score has been inflated due to the fact that he has an assist.
Yeah. Crosses from Romero, only 1. Long balls, 3 from 1. Won most of his aerials, was 50-50. Blocks, that's okay. There's nothing much to talk about there. He's not the goal. Let's have a look.
Why is Langley 6.9? He's one of the worst on the pitch. He's nearly as bad as Sonny. I don't get that at all. He wasn't poor.
Yeah, I thought he was decent.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 crosses, got nowhere.
Yeah, his is more about the long balls and the passes through the middle, though.
2 clearances. Yeah, I mean, not bad. 90%. There's got to be somebody out there that's standing out. Højbjerg got 95% pass accuracy. That's nice from him. He won 6 of his 9 duels. I'll tell you what, I don't remember that. I thought he got battled and beasted on the first half, to be honest. Lost the ball 4 times. Was fouled twice. 2 block shots, 4 tackles, 1 dribble past, 70 touches. Not him. I don't know. Like, who is the person that's responsible? Is it Sonny? Let's have a look.
It's got to be.
For the bad crosses.
Possession lost 17 times, losing the ball.
Yeah, he was absolutely shocking walking into people.
17 from 46. He only touched the ball 46 times and he lost the ball 30% of it. That's mad. Because that's not just bad passes. He didn't just lose the ball from bad passes. Look, because he only passed the ball 29 times. So he just lost the ball. That's when he got the ball and he just ran into players, ran into trouble. I'm surprised he gets a 6.7, to be honest. That's absolutely woeful.
Very generous.
Yeah. Harry Kane. Let's have a look. All over the pitch. Look at that heat map. All over the pitch. That's a problem, though. When you have when you're all over the pitch and you should be a striker, there's consequences to that. There's impact, right? Which means that when ball gets put in the box, you're not there to head it when you should be because you end up running back from the centre circle or wherever you've come back from. 59 touches, 3 shots off target.
There was a break we had down the right-hand side where Decky picked up the ball down the right-hand side. And instead of running in the pitch, Kane went out wide. And he was just a short little pass. Like, Kane needs to be running in the centre. Decky runs at the defender and gets it into him in and around the box. I just don't think it's... Even though he's scored, 4 goals already, I don't think Kane's quite there yet.
He's not there. His finishing's been woeful. Not woeful, sorry. His decision, not finishing as well, decision making. The conversion from opportunities that have been created
Like opportunities become chances, chances become goals, and for me, we've had a lot of opportunities where they could have become chances and they haven't this season because of various poor decision making. But it looks like we'll just spend a couple of seconds looking at the beast. Let's see what he's done.
The beast.
Everything.
Go on, Pombo.
Can I get you up? Get up. Oh, what's going on now? I don't know why it's not going up.
There's your mouse.
Here we go.
4 out of 7 ground deals won. Fair play.
Yeah, 4 out of 7 ground duels. Lost the ball 10 times. Only 39 touches. Terrible pass accuracy.
Only one aerial duel for a man that scored 2 headers.
Because one of them wasn't an aerial duel, it was a free complete. Well, both of them were kind of free headers, to be honest. I think the aerial duel probably happened at some other point in the game. He did get lucky in that he had 2 free headers, but my God, they were superb. I didn't know that Richarlison was an aerial threat, if I'm entirely honest. I don't remember him ever scoring a goal with his head at Everton. But
He did it against Arsenal.
did he? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely tremendous.
Cool.
Thing is, he is a flair player, so there are things that you'll see there that that make it look a bit bad. He lost possession 10 times, for example. His pass accuracy is only 68. Those aren't great, but the fact that he's a flair player and the fact that he's trying to do these tricky things, he's going to be the one who's creating most of our chances. But unfortunately, most of the time they're not going to come off. But when they do, he is going to win games for us at moments when we absolutely need someone to step up.
It's going to be tough to do my player ratings tomorrow because I don't really know. Looking at these stats, I have to go and dig out stats on Y-Scout or on a few other platforms to get a bit more in depth because according to all of them, you give everybody a 6.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's spend a couple of seconds just touching back in, see where we got to. I think it was Hollywood Hotspur was the last person we spoke to. What's happening, Hollywood? Steven Sankenstein. Oh, we spoke about that, didn't we? Kane wants to be playmaker, says beyond 72. Craig Bowler, Kane was rubbish tonight. He doesn't get a free pass. He doesn't. No, you're right. You're right, mate. You're absolutely right. I thought he was useless as well. Harvey White is hot, says Rooty Toot.
Hey, Rooty.
When you say hot, do you mean like he's a good-looking boy? Is he a good-looking lad, Rooty?
He's handsome chap, isn't he?
Just hope and pray King Kane or Conte retire Kane from free kicks and let Son take it and Kane at penalty to keep both the players happy.
Please.
Moral height, yeah. I honestly, I got no idea why Kane is so insistent on taking those free kicks because
he's diabolical.
It would piss me off. It would piss me off if I was a player saying, I know you're awesome, right? But you're not awesome at this.
Yeah.
So stop being so bloody selfish.
Maybe he's got a lot of training.
Yeah.
That we don't see.
We saw it last night. Ziyech demanding to take 2 free kicks on the spot. I don't know if you watched the Chelsea. I
did watch
the Chelsea game.
I did read about it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, Ziyech got 2 free kicks in the last. After they're down, they go down 2-0, or 1-0. I forget. He has 2 free kicks on literally on the same blade of grass within 10 minutes, and both of them were just the worst free kicks you ever liked. Almost as bad as Harry Kane's today. And the commentator was like, "You can't surely give Ziyech the same one again." He did exactly the same thing the second time. It was absolutely awful. Craig Bowler's saying the game only changed when they went down to 10 men. It wasn't due to our performance. It's interesting. I see where you're coming from to a degree, but I do think, Craig, that when you play the high press and you do that high energy stuff, you're going to naturally tire anyway. So it might not have been quite as comfortable in the second half had that not happened, but I do think that we would have eventually taken control of the game either way because.
And you have to give us credit for getting them 10 men. They were down to 10 men because of the pace of Sonny for him to break away and get taken down like that. Were the reason they were down to 10 men. If Sonny is let run on, he scores. So either way, ultimately we outplayed them. It's just we weren't even playing at our best.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. P. Doob's in the house. What's happening, P. Doob's? Good to see you, my man. I saw you on the Irish Hotspur the other day. I think it was last night. You were very, very cool to listen to, my man. More than welcome to come on the show at some point. I'll reach out to me on Twitter, mate, and we'll get you on the WhatsApp group. Spursy
is in the house saying, to be fair, the stats don't matter in this game. After the sending off, we had, however, long enough to manage to put something together, and we did twice. Exactly. Stats don't matter that much, and there's nothing really to look at, really. Stephen, Royal was rated higher than Perisic. Well, yeah, I think that was. I thought Perisic was pretty. Look, there was nobody that was spectacular today. I think, but I probably would have given Royale a little bit of a slightly better rating. Lynch is saying, "Hi guys, pretty poor tonight technically, but work rate was there. What's happening, Lynch? I hope you're okay." Says the hottest spell. What's happening, hot man? Craig Bowler Kane was as bad as Son in terms of losing the ball both 17 times. That's really bad from the pair of them. Yeah, it is, mate. Absolutely. Americanka's in the house. What's happening, Americanka? Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Perisic and Højbjerg's crosses saved us. Everyone was crap, even with Marseille's 10 men. Absolutely. Absolutely. The second goal wasn't a free header. No, it wasn't. But the first one was. But I don't think that the aerial duel. I'm not sure if that because I
probably doesn't count for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Richarlison being involved in more. It was weird actually. I'm not sure those stats are correct because I remember Richarlison being involved in a few aerial duels in the first half. Spursy talking to Americanka. Derek Smith saying perhaps that's all they deserved. Yeah, 6 out of 10s all round really. Apart from Richarlison, you have to give him to the man of the match. Liverpool played well today.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play Liverpool.
I reckon they'll still
not soon enough. Before, yeah.
You'd rather play them now than later.
I'd love to play them next. Yeah.
Yeah. Chelsea boys are trying to get their manager fired. I'm shocked, absolutely shocked that Todd Bowley, who I had all the credit all the respect in the world for as a businessman and a sports businessman generally, I cannot believe he goes and drops £280 million in one summer on players that Tuchel identified.
And then
they're Tuchel players that Tuchel went, who would you like? And he went, I wouldn't mind Koulibaly. Like, this is a fact, right? You can read about this in the press. He goes, I wouldn't mind Koulibaly if he's available. And Bowley goes, okay, leave it with me. The next day, the deal's done. He goes and spends £280 million to give Tuchel what he wants, and then sacks him in 6 games.
he did lose to Zagreb, though. That is a pretty poor thing.
Kiev, not Zagreb. Was it Kiev or Zagreb?
Dynamo Zagreb.
Was it Zagreb? Was it? Oh, okay. I thought it was Kiev. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
But if Americanka's right, though, then they lost on purpose.
If they lost on purpose, every single one of them needs firing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'd honestly,
because that is now you're going into the corruption side of things, like happened in Italy. Like dropped Juventus down to tier 4.
Yeah,
you can't be doing that kind of stuff. Certainly not in the Champions League.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
They're paid so much money that I would dream of, to be kicking a ball around a bloody football pitch a couple of times a week, and all the training that they do. If they specifically go into a game and saying, right, we're going to lose this game because I don't want the manager in place anymore,
they need sacking themselves. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
100%.
But that's Chelsea for you. They all need firing.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I think, my man, it's 20-11. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by on Facebook. I'm massively surprised by how much engagement was on Facebook. I love it. I'm going to have to drop some content over there. Rich, mate, do you have a... Oh, sorry, buddy. What's that?
I was just going to say, on my wrestling stuff, I have more traction on Facebook than I do on YouTube.
Really? Really? Interesting. I never thought Facebook would be a place to find Tottenham fans, but first time I did it tonight, and seems to have worked. Rich, mate, have you got a wrestling channel? What's it called?
I have. It's called the British Wrestling Review.
The British Wrestling Review.
Yeah, I've only done a few videos, but I'm a wrestling commentator. I've been training in wrestling for about a year and a half, and I go to local shows and just do a little review on them.
Very cool, my man. Let me put that out. If anybody, I know if Carl Patrick Vineyard was watching right now, he's a massive wrestler.
He'd be salivating.
He'd be all over it. Yeah, he'd be subscribing. If any of you guys are there, let me put this in Rich's channel. Any of you guys are interested in wrestling, or even if you're not, even if you just appreciate Rich's joining us this evening and fancy showing him some love, then go over there and smash that subscribe button for him.
Very, very cool of you, Rich, to pop on, my man. You're always welcome back, my bro. You come on and you've been a lovely little asset to the rest of the evening. Adam, my man, at Wildstag Media, correct?
At Wildstag Media on all of the various social media machines. My feature film, Follow the Dead, is screening at quite a number of festivals over the next month. Tomorrow, I'm on my way to County Cork in Ireland, where I'll screen at the Spook Screen Film Festival. We're also screening in Dublin next weekend. We're screening in Donegal the weekend after. And then at some point next month, we're screening in Scotland. So if anybody watching is from Scotland or Ireland, give me a shout and at Wildstag Media or at Follow the Dead Movie, and you can check the film out if you want at one of these festivals if you happen to be nearby.
Superb, my man. Thank you so much for joining me once again on the commentary. All right, guys, that's it from us. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, the follow button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, all the little things you have to press if you wouldn't mind. We're only about 50 subscribers away now from 3,000, so hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. I love you all. Come on, you Spurs! 3 points. Absolutely wonderful. Good night, all. And as always, guys, as always, you can see me tomorrow. I forgot to say, you can see me tomorrow. I'll do the player ratings at some point tomorrow. I hate you when I start my as always, and have to stop to say, I forgot to say something. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to speak to it fast, and you guys have to catch up on this a little bit slower. Love you guys, as always, guys, as always.